was able to do this, and people, consistently didn't correct him on this, leading people like Dan or Chris to have to do it for them. It's painful.
W Dan. I'm not doing it for Dan's doing it.
Dan's doing
Dirty
it.
Dan.
But yeah, that's all I really had. I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you can maybe find some Trump people, that'd be great. I will say, for those that don't know, today will probably be the last time you guys see me as Dirty Dan. The rebrand is tomorrow.
Ooh. Are we rebranding to what are we rebranding to?
What's a surprise? It's gonna be a name.
Okay. Oh yeah, actually
yeah. But
Dirty Dan.
Yeah, I figured if I ever want to be invited to meet the president like you guys, I probably shouldn't be named after a SpongeBob character.
No, dude. No, wrong. You can be your authentic self. That's what I always tell people.
I was also told that when people tried to find me on Blue Sky and they searched Dirty Dan, they found people wanting to see Bob's and Vagines. So it's SEO reasons.
Dirty Dan.
Yeah, there's a few reasons, but squeaky clean Dan. Yeah,
that's right.
All right, but yeah, love you guys. Thank you for letting me.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out
W's Dan. W's Dan in the chat. I appreciate you so much, man.
Oh, Chris.
And if there's anybody that saw that I was live with Little Pink Bubble and you're not following Harry or Chris, this is your chance. Thank you all so much.
Aww.
You're the best.
Shout out Dan.
I appreciate you. Everyone go follow Dan as well. Be around, all right?
Will do.
Yo, W's Dirty Dan. We love
W's Dirty Dan, man.
We love Dirty
Give
Dan.
that guy a follow. If you're in here and you follow both Chris and I, you don't follow Dan, you should do that.
Yeah, you're a disgrace if you don't, sir.
Wow.
Sorry.
All right, well.
All right. Well, look at this guy. It's Greg MAGA.
Oh, this dude was spam. He was just calling you a communist, by the way.
You communist. January 6th was the Patriots holiday.
Oh.
It's a troll, I guess.
Loser.
Yo, by the way, Grace.
I'm not a fucking troll. You just don't know shit, you commie.
Dude. Can you name the 7 continents?
Yeah, we in the alphabetical order. It starts with Antarctica, Asia, Africa, Europe, and it's North America and South America. And then the one by Australia. Now, can you tell me how many continents there are?
That's quite a long time for you to do that. That was like,
and it also wasn't in alphabetical order considering you named Australia.
Wait, now I told you the names. Now, how many continents are there, boy?
7. That's what he just. All right, bro. Can we help you with something?
Can you name the 7 continents?
Can we help you?
Well, help me understand why young men are being led astray.
Wait, is this Dean? Is this Dean?
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
What the fuck? What?
How we doing, boys?
Dude, you know what's crazy? I didn't even recognize that was you until someone in the comments said, "Is that Dean?" And I listened to you for like one more second, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Bro, they're way too quick, man. No, it's Greg. I'm a true American patriot. Obviously, right? You just
where'd you get that photo? It's that.
I don't know. I might have got it from the sex offenders registry. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, I think I just looked up like young Trump supporter on
and it was like a young white dude in like a suit who if you like actually I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
This guy's going balls for a second.
Yeah, I'm balls.
Yeah. Anyways,
what's up, Dean?
I'm just getting ready to go start my own life. You guys want to co-host for a little bit while we do that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll go get on my regular account. I'll be back.
Okay, so then I'm supposed to go to your regular account, Dean? Yeah.
Wait, no. Like I'll join in here.
No. No, yeah, that's actually cool. You can come join in here. I was just fucking around. Like it doesn't.
Chris is just not funny. Just let him be, bro.
Yeah, if you want to go live on your account, that's fine. Or you can come over here. Just whatever works.
Okay, bet. Well, yeah, I'll just join up for a little bit because the garage is really cold, and that's where I've been going live from. So I got to go turn on the space heater, then like sit in here for 10 to 20. So I'll just hang out with you guys until then.
Okay, bet.
I'll be back.
Greg. If you're a Trump supporter,
Real patriots, a real patriot.
if you're a Trump supporter, let me know.
Oh,
Where? Come on, bro. We just need like a fucking. We need to say like Harry hasn't got to debate a Trump supporter. I know it's just.
I don't think it was as close as you really think. I think that's part of politics is like putting on an image, right? So that's kind of Trump's brand is like, he's here to drain the swamp, take down the system. He's against the law.
Is destroying democracy.
But I don't really think, I think we all agree that the system is corrupt. Even Donald Trump, I think, agrees that. we all just are going like, how can we fix it, right? It's like different ways of fixing it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But you still haven't given me anything about the day, like something that happened. You just said it's more of like an image, like it's symbolism of our democracy.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think that's like a very.
You can argue symbolism in a lot of things, bro. So like that's kind of just like emotional.
Yo, Chad, this is why we lost.
This is like emotional appeal.
This is emotional appeal.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I don't think you have like a basic concept of like America, of like what our country, like what our institutions are made up of, or like U.S. history in general.
You just had some poetic rant about how this is.
Yeah, if you don't understand the importance of American democracy, then like I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Go back to like fucking high school history class. You want specifics on that day? Like, how about people dying? Is that what you want? So I mean, it's like people died. Police officers had traumatic brain injuries. There was a Trump supporter who was shot.
Yeah, now that's some messed up shit.
Okay.
So how many? Who died?
Ashley Babbitt died, who was a Trump supporter, and multiple police officers would end up taking their lives after this event.
How did she die?
She got shot.
By who?
By a police officer.
By Mike Pence?
She got shot by Mike Pence.
Yeah, bro. I heard Mike Pence had an AR-15.
You have a good rest of your day, bro. You be safe out there. Poetic and emotional about American. I mean, these people like it's topics like this that just make me so fucking angry. Like, I'm sorry for being an asshole. I really try not to be, but it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, it's so infuriating to sit and like watch, like have a select group of people understand the like inherent risk right now, especially to like, we are very, 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 very close to losing American democracy. And I don't think people understand that. And if they want to like laugh and be like, that's fear mongering, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just very infuriating. Like, let me give people an example here, because this is what is going to happen. My sister asked me this the other day. She's not that into politics. And she was like, what is like the big deal here? Like, how do we lose American democracy? I don't really like, this is just kind of like a concept. And I get it. It's confusing. But like, let me run this by you. So Donald Trump obviously, tried to do things like overthrow the election and, only cares about himself. And most of the people from his first term, he doesn't have anymore because he said they were bad and they wouldn't listen to him. So now he picked a bunch of people who are like loyalists, right? So let me ask you this. Donald Trump gets inaugurated in 13 days. So let's say in March, Donald Trump does something. He signs an executive order that is unconstitutional. A federal judge and a court says, you cannot do this. I'm striking it down. It's not constitutional. And then he goes to the White House and he goes to the people in the executive branch, his loyalists, and he says, do it anyways. Just do it. Do it anyways. Just ignore what the court says. Do it anyways. Then what? What you're going to learn very quickly is that like the judicial branch in America doesn't really have an enforcement mechanism. And we've seen this several times throughout American history, but they don't have an enforcement mechanism. So Donald Trump will just do it anyways. And in that moment, you will watch, in that moment right there, American democracy has like officially crumbled, right? Because we've learned that the judicial side of America, the law, doesn't really matter, right? And the people who are supposed to be enforcing the laws, the executive branch, are just doing what they want. Trump. Congress is a complete mess. They can try to enforce whatever they need to on Trump, but the lines are so thin. And so Donald Trump is essentially just ignoring the law and the Constitution. He's, ignoring what the courts say. Meanwhile, all of his friends are all there enriching themselves, and you start to like watch. That's inevitable, in my opinion. The question then becomes how long we can live in that society and how hard people are willing to push back and how deeply they understand it. And what you'll also learn in history is that most times when a country like comes to a complete and total collapse, it happens really slowly over a long period of time, and then it happens really fast. And so like the question becomes like how long we can live in a system that isn't democracy, that doesn't have checks and balances, and like how well Donald Trump and his loyalists can like run the country. Because you look at places like Venezuela, for example. Like a lot of scholars would cite part of the issue originally in Venezuela being like a dictate somebody gets in power and taps a bunch of friends to run the country for him, and not only are those friends like corrupt and enriching themselves, Olive, I appreciate you so much, you're the best. Not only are they like corrupt and enriching themselves, but they literally don't know how to do anything because they have no experience. And like you see, like Donald Trump's like tapping Fox News hosts to be like, you know, some of the top officials in our country. And when you don't know how to do things and you run the government, you can very quickly fuck it all up. And that's a lot of what happened in Venezuela, where like all of a sudden the nation like completely collapsed because their main source of revenue being oil, the friends who were all enriching themselves didn't know how to run that industry. And so they like fundamentally broke it, and the whole system collapsed. So like, again, if you don't understand like the inherent risk we have here, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Good luck. Good luck at that, bro. Anyway, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to talk about January 6th, let me know. Sorry for ranting. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Double tap screen. Hello.
How you doing?
Good, all right.
Getting through the day, man.
That's all you can ask for, right?
I think so.
Why'd you vote for Trump? Oh?
Sorry. Highly problematic, deeply imperfect rapper for a much needed systemic revolution.
So you agree like January 6th was horrible, and like you agree that, you know, democracy is at risk, but you think that's what we need?
I think democracy was very much at risk this election. I don't think it comes from the side that you think it did.
Okay. So do you, let me go back a second. So you want, like, I've talked to several people with a similar position to this. I'm just trying to make sure I understand, like, you want somebody who's deeply imperfect and broken to like break the system so we can fix it again.
I mean, I don't think it necessarily is like a complete destruction of everything. But yeah, I think that we are so deeply down the wrong road that it is going to look rather extreme to bring us back to just basic sanity.
So you think we need like revolution?
Well, I think that actually what we need is the thing that keeps us from having an actual bloody revolution where people die.
And that is?
Like actual change so that we aren't, you know, poor, sick, uneducated.
And so you think Donald Trump will make that change?
I think that, listen, do I think that this is the hardest thing that's ever been attempted in American politics? Yes. Do I think that he, at the very least, has a group around him that lends credence to the idea that he's going to try? Like, absolutely. And by the way, which is totally different than 2016. I would not have looked at who he had put together in 2016 and say, oh, this is a group that's coming in to make massive change. But this group that he has together really is.
And what does that, like, massive change entail? Why is that going to be good?
I mean, listen, so I think there's a lot wrong in America, but I think one of the most sort of indicative things is this idea that we still, you know, have like petroleum-based dyes in our children's cereal, even though the rest of the industrialized world like already knows that that's a bad thing. And you have to ask yourself, it's not so much
like what dyes are those?
You know which dyes it is.
Like can you name some of them?
What, Red Dye 40 and all of that?
Red 40, where's Red 40 banned?
Where is Red 40 banned? In most of the industrialized world.
That's not true. Red 40 is not banned in the rest of the industrialized world.
So you're saying Red 40 is good?
No, that's not what I said. I said
okay,
Red 40. Like Red 40, for example. Red 40, for example, is not banned in Europe or the UK. It's just under a different name and has different regulatory necessities. So like if you use it, you have to put a label on it that says like this has been linked to X, Y, and Z, but it's not banned. And I don't think it's good, but I don't think I really don't think in terms of like the health impacts of Americans, it's having really any effect at all. I think what's having an effect is like a lack of education. People need to be like eating a whole diet away from like highly processed foods. If Red 40 ties into like having cancer, I don't think that's what's like the cancer coming from Red 40 isn't killing people. What's killing people is like obesity, or obesity, which leads to heart disease,
100%.
diabetes, high blood pressure.
You're correct.
etc.
Listen,
so
the
like
truth
I don't give a fuck about Red 40. Like I truly
it's
think
not about Red 40. It's not about.
I think that like any talk, I think about any talk around like food dyes or chemicals in the food are nothing but a detriment to the American people.
Why do you think that?
Because it's confusing people and causing them to make worse health decisions. That's why.
It does not make
You're
you
complicating an
make
issue that is very simple.
Why are you saying that it?
Let me ask you this: I'm just curious. Like, and you might not have an answer for this. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, do you know what like aspartame is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think aspartame is safe?
I mean, listen. I think that like people can make their own decisions about sort of how dangerous they think everything is. Right? You can make a decision that you think butter is dangerous for you, or that that vegetables are bad for you. There's all sorts of like.
I'm asking you if you think aspartame is dangerous.
I don't know what the specific danger. I think that like it is linked. They link it to cancer.
They don't. Oh my God! See, this
I don't know.
No, and that's fair. But let me get. This is like again, and I know this is very specific, and it's not like geared toward you in this conversation exactly. But like aspartame is a good example of like a really easy example for me to give about like why I feel like it's a detriment to talk about these things, because there's a lot of push on places like TikTok and by this like shitty ass health industry, like saying, aspartame causes cancer, or drinking diet soda, which is, sweetened with aspartame, is going to make you, have negative effects on your gut microbiome and all these things. When the reality is that if obesity is a problem in America, and we know that aspartame at such low levels, like in Diet Coke, have no negative effects. Like it's not linked. It's linked to cancer when you drink, 250.
Just to be clear, where are the guidelines for safe quantities created?
Yeah, sure. So they've run so the main study, like they ran a massive study on aspartame and causing cancer in rats and mammals. And what they found was that aspartame does cause cancer only when they were able to essentially pump like 250 Diet Coke cans worth of aspartame into rats and mice for, months and months and months. Then they could see the detrimental effects. And so the researchers came to the conclusion that, at such low levels, like obviously everything in moderation, at such low levels, aspartame does not pose any chance of, or does not increase the risk of cancer. And people took this study and said like, oh, look, they're finding a link to cancer. And I say all this to say that what's happening right now in America is that people could be switching from Coke to Diet Coke, saving themselves 400 calories a day. That's 3 Cokes, so roughly 450 calories a day. And they could go from gaining weight to losing weight just off making that health decision. But they're not making that health decision because they're so fucking confused, because everybody online is like, oh my God, aspartame's gut microbiome, chemicals in the food. It's like, dude, cut out all the fucking bullshit. Who cares? If you drink a Gatorade with Red 40, you're going to be okay. What matters is that you eat like...
Of course, by the way, if you drink a Gatorade with Red 40, you're going to be okay. And if you litter, the world is going to be okay. But if everybody litters all day, all around the world, then it adds up to a problem. And if you don't think that it has added up to a problem, that we are this cavalier with our health and our healthcare system and our ag system and our food system, and it's not just Red 40. Red 40 is indicative of a system that is controlled by food scientists and not by common sense. And it benefits the food companies. It doesn't benefit the American people. And if you want universal health care like I do, I think that like recognizing that we're putting poisons in our food is maybe potentially an underlying problem that makes our healthcare burden so expensive and so sort of like unmanageably expensive. Right. So if we want to fix the healthcare system in America, it might be smart to be like, hey, why does the company that makes Roundup and put glyphosate on all of our food, why is it that they are partnered with the company that makes the medicine for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is what Roundup causes? Why is it that Bayer and Monsanto are literally a linked company? And if you don't think that these things are sort of like system level problematic, right? Like if you can believe that there is systemic racism, but you can't believe that there is systemic corporate hold over our food and ag system, then you're just not being critical about like the stuff that maybe doesn't align with who you think is the candidate that you would have supported. And if you will have a lot more credibility if you say, hey, listen, I recognize that I don't like Donald Trump. I think he's a horrible human being, but RFK and the things he wants to do to our food and health system are good. And Elon Musk, he may tweet like an autistic 14-year-old boy, but he has like shown that he's an incredible efficient business person. And if we allow him to go and say, hey, listen, where is our government underperforming and being inefficient? So let's take that money and put it back into, the pockets of Americans so that they can spend it on the things that they need. I think that that's an improvement. And we have to sort of like be a little bit more measured and recognize that a lot of the things that are coming might actually be the long held goals of the liberals. They certainly were my goals.
Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. Can I ask you a question really quick? Not to veer off topic, but people in my comments are saying something about your Twitter.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah. When I was 23, I'm 39 now. When I was 23, I made like 500 rapid fire 140 character Twitter jokes, and like 8 of them were wildly inappropriate.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm a grown human now. I had just gotten off a tour with Guns N' Roses. At that point in time, I had a warped sense of what was appropriate to say or not say.
Interesting.
But as you know, the internet is not so kind about past stuff. If you have my personal beliefs, obviously, if you're like Dean, they are totally okay with someone reforming their themselves over time.
Huh. And people, okay, got it. And people are saying that Dean and Parker and Harry don't allow you to debate on their panel. Is that true? I don't know if that's true.
I think, and listen, you can disagree. I think I'm one of the most cogent, rational supporters of Donald Trump on this app. And I think it is not something that people who take the opposition really like to have up against them. And so I found myself not super welcome in. I don't know if you can. This is just me. You're not getting any special sort of Zach. You're just getting the Zach that people do not like.
Got it. Okay. Hold on a second.
But by the way, I think you're very intelligent. I think all 3 of you are very intelligent. I think you guys would do yourself and your nation a service if you moderated the left a little bit better as we enter into this new administration, because we should be real politicking this situation and not just being self-righteous and sort of like,
Why do you say being self-righteous?
I think that this idea that like we lost and so we're just going to be obstructionist to literally everything that comes out of this administration by nature of it coming out of the administration, and not because it is principally misaligned with our beliefs. I think that that's detrimental to our future. The ability to solve this. Like I heard liberals being like, RFK might not get in, right? Because it's like, some Republicans might defect. And it's like, okay, so you're telling me that every liberal is going to look at this guy who is almost Obama's EPA director, and we're just going to, sorry,
Zach. Sorry, Zach. Give me like 2 seconds, Zach. Hello?
Are you talking to me? Or?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Can you tell the people who this is? Who's this? Who am I talking to right now on the phone?
Oh, me? Oh, I feel like. Oh, my name's Harry.
Harry Sisson. This is Harry Sisson.
Yeah, my name's Harry Sisson.
Okay, so really quick, because I didn't know. I'm on live right now, and people are telling. Do you know like a Zach guy on TikTok? Zach, who like I don't know. It's people are saying like Harry and you or Harry, Jesus, Dean and Parker and you like don't allow him in your live, and there's something about like old tweets or something. Are you familiar with this?
Zach on TikTok live?
Yeah.
Zach. No, nothing comes to mind.
Oh, maybe my chat's capping. I bet Harry doesn't remember. Guys, we debate a lot of people.
Wait, who? A Zach about old tweet?
I don't know. Like a Zach. People in my comments right now are saying that like he doesn't. Zach with a beanie, he knows.
Zach with a beanie. What?
I don't know. Mention Guns N' Roses. He like went on.
What?
He went on tour with Guns N' Roses. No.
Wait, I know somebody that went.
I don't know.
Guns N' Roses.
I guess so, but like apparently people are saying that like I don't know, this guy like, you know, like you guys all banned him from your like panel. I'm just trying to like, I was just gonna call you and just chop it up with you while I'm.
Wait, why are they saying we banned him from our panel?
I don't know. Like people are saying, guys, can you tell Harry?
Don't I just hop in the live?
Yeah, come get on live, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna come in the live.
All right, bet. I really thought I'd get a different response. Hold on, Zach. Hold on. Sorry, I had to do this for the. I gotta do it for the live. I had to throw up Harry. All right, we'll get Harry in here. I know Santana's here. Okay. All right, give me literally 1 second. We'll bring Santana and Harry up, and then maybe we'll bring Zach. We'll bring Zach up. I was just trying to. I kind of kicked him, but also like Harry. You know, I called Harry. All right, I don't know anything about this guy, so just everyone for the record, really quickly. Blair, thank you so much for $10 on Venmo. It goes a really long way. Just listen to some Trump's most recent interviews and him talking about nothing just hurts my brain. Would much rather listen to you talk all day. Yo, Blair, I appreciate you so much. $10 is very, very gracious. I appreciate you. Yeah, dude, if you listen to Trump too much, your brain, like you can literally feel yourself losing brain cells. It's really bad. Rosie, thanks so much for a cent. Also, let's not diss the Bears now. It's good to see you. The Bears are fine. Don't read. Callie, I got you. We'll chat. We'll chat. $1 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much. W's in the chat. Allie, Chris Mallory, never wrong, always right. 6'7", in the NBA, gorgeous and extremely humble. What more could you ask for? Sending so much love always. Mwah. Well, yeah, Allie, I think you said it pretty good, pretty okay. Allie, I really appreciate it a lot. Seriously, you're always so supportive. You rock. By the way, everybody, Linktree in my bio. Go. It's updated. Click on the Linktree. Go to the Discord, and there's a poll on Discord that I want you to join the Discord, and I want you to answer the poll, and I'll love you forever. But also, all my other stuff is up there. Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. We're posting on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to go live on Twitch later, and we'll talk about the schedule there. So cool. Amy, thank you so much for $5 on Venmo. The fact that the guest doesn't realize how fragile and precious democracy is speaks to his privilege as an American. The privilege to be ignorant while other people fight to uphold the intangible values that make just the country so great. Holy fucking shit. That was beautifully said. Amy. Beautifully said. Let me let Santana up. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on, guys. Kiana, thank you so much for $6 on Venmo. To treat for yourself, for your work hard, trying to educate others. I appreciate that so much. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, it goes a long way. And Gerard, happy anniversary to the country's day of insurrection. Jokes aside, you're amazing. Keep it up. $20 on Venmo. That goes a really, really long way. Not stuff I take for granted. Huge W's. I appreciate you so, so much. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Santana? What's up? Sorry I didn't let you up.
No, you're good. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you? So what do you know about this individual?
Oh, you guys missed the memo. Yeah, I tried to tag you guys in the video, right? But it was a whole thing. It happened over on my page where basically Zach has been platform hopping around different spaces, and come to find out, he has not even a checkered past, but a very disgusting history.
Oh no.
Where not only is it him talking about, grape and being a CP3O, like really quote unquote bad jokes by him that he still thinks they're all valid, they're all funny. He has no remorse. It was a whole thing. So there's like an entire video. I tagged you both in it. Dean was there. Parker got in. Both of them were supposed to be communicating to you guys, but we came together as a total community, and everybody agreed not to platform Zach anymore. So it was just a whole thing.
That's cool.
What's his username?
Yeah, it was on for we had him on for like an hour, and when I tell you, like just about any creator that you can think of came through. Harry, I think you were live at that time, and that's why you might not have seen it, but it was a whole thing. And so it was from Matt Army Vet to Fax to Dean Parker,
That's
Trouble.
That's insane.
It was like the Avengers. Athena is the one that brought it up. Athena shared the information. It was a whole thing. It was insane.
Sorry, Santana. I appreciate you telling us this, by the way. What's his username?
Yeah. Just Zach. ZAC. It's just Zach.
Oh, just.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just it's ZAC.
It's literally just
Like,
yeah.
yeah, he's banned from like my account now, so I can't see his username or whatever. But like, it's a whole thing.
I'm trying to. The Dandelion King, people are saying as well. Harry.
Oh, he changed his handle.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know a Zach, dude.
It's the it's the Dandelion King. That's his name.
Harry, if you see it, I know that you've debated him before. I know you have. There's no way that you haven't.
Harry. This is his profile picture.
I've never seen that dude in my entire life.
Really?
Am I
You
fucking
haven't?
tripping?
Really quickly, sorry to interrupt, guys. Also, I did want to say, and I really appreciate someone bringing this up. Ryan, $2 on Venmo, which I really appreciate. Guest use autism as an insult and describing Elon. Can you please just mention how wrong that is? Thank you. Yes, I apologize. That was like I was listening to him speak, and I made a face when he said that, and then I fucking lost my. I apologize, but yeah, no,
if that's all he said to you, Chris, then like you got by easy. He said some like gross shit to everyone.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, dude, we don't
not even close.
That's that shit is not that shit is not okay. Especially I've talked a lot about like how there's a lot of misinformation about like the rising rates of autism and like Trump suggesting these things, and it's really detrimental to people. So I appreciate bringing that up. That's crazy. He has said some terrible. Well, that's wow. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's been a whole thing. But I'm literally in between meetings. I've checked for a second, and someone sent me a message like, "Oh, Chris didn't get the message. We're not platforming."
Dude, yo, I appreciate you.
happening?
I appreciate you. Because I was like, yo, I didn't know these things.
Yeah, seriously. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. So like, I'm
Harry,
sure
how have you?
other people's lives.
I have no idea how he hasn't made it to your live. He's been everywhere.
Well, people are saying I
everywhere.
apparently debated him at some point, and maybe I did. I honestly have like,
It's just-
I forget.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's hard. It's hard to remember.
like the only reason why Zach has ever stood out is because he does exactly what he did to you, Chris. He comes on and he turns on his camera, and he just sits there and he looks creepy into the camera. Like that's his thing.
Wait, now that sounds familiar because there was
Yeah.
a weird dude that joined and turned on his fucking camera.
That's what he does.
Oh, no way.
He was on
dude.
Cohen's live.
He's been everywhere.
That's crazy.
This is so peculiar. People are saying he's
Yeah.
here. What?
Yeah, he's still in the chat.
Oh, he's in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know any. I'm just wow.
But it was it was like an Avengers level threat, right? And Dean was supposed to make sure you guys knew. So I'm gonna put this one on Dean.
Yeah.
Well,
That's all right.
well, Santana, thanks for making us know, man.
Yeah, no, seriously, I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, guys, I gotta jump. I got another meeting.
All right, man.
Do your thing.
Hey, be safe, W Santana, dude.
Santana.
I appreciate you, man. We'll debate it together soon, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Have a good one, guys.
Appreciate you, man.
Santana's the GOAT, bro. We love Santana. Harry, what's going on, man?
Not much. Gulf of America, Chris. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, dude, I don't even know. I woke up and I saw him say that like he wouldn't rule out the use of military coercion, I believe you put it. He wouldn't rule that out for Panama and Greenland. Something about Gulf. I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like as soon as I opened my eyes, first thing I do, I open my eyes, I turn on my phone, I check my emails. I immediately go to Twitter. First tweet I see is Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, "Look, we're already putting America first. We're going to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America." And I was just like, well, another day in fucking hell, right?
Did you see that clip I sent you from Twitter?
Dude, that shit. That's the other thing I saw. Like, where I was like half asleep, and I was confused. Like, I actually remember because when I finally like got up and started drinking caffeine and trying to think of like a video, I looked back and like when I originally saw that, I was so half asleep that I was like, what is Harry like saying right now? But I was like, Donald Trump's comment definitely makes sense. And then I actually like fully woke up and like understood it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, dude."
Yeah. So this was like the first video I posted today for people's reference. This is the first video I posted. I labeled it as one of the dumbest things I've heard Trump say, and he was like, "Yeah, Biden banning the offshore drilling in 625 million acres of ocean is like the whole ocean." And I pointed out in my video how the Pacific Ocean itself, not even accounting for the Atlantic, is 40 billion acres. And Trump's like, It's like the whole ocean.
Yeah, dude, that fucking guy.
Oh my god.
It's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good time.
Look at Liam in the chat. Look at this stupid comment, dude, bro. Frat party later. Let's go. What?
Well, bro. Hello, bro.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's perhaps this guy should get lost. Anyway,
You want to debate someone with me for a second?
yeah, if you want me to, I was.
Should I let up Zach? He's in the queue. I guess I'm not supposed to, bro. My sister is in the queue, dude. All right.
Wow, what I heard this person is.
I've never seen that in my life. Unfortunately, to my sister, who I'm not going to name, gotta do a little bit of protecting the family here. So I love you lots, but I cannot let you up, and I would advise you not to comment.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, don't for your own like well-being and safety. But I appreciate you being here. You're the best. I love you lots.
Hi, Chris's sister.
Okay. Yeah, if you're a Trump supporter, let me know. Are we supposed to let up? Are we letting up Zach or no? I mean, that's not. Please do not platform.
No.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I just haven't seen. I think I understand now how bad it is. I don't think I was conceptualizing how bad these. I want to see these old tweets.
I understand it now.
All right, if you're a Trump supporter, let me know. If you're MAGA and you think that like, no, Olive, I appreciate you telling me that. Seriously, thank you. If you're a Trump supporter, let me know. If you're a Trump supporter.
Perhaps if you're a MAGA, or if you think January 6th was.
Oh yeah, if you think January 6th and you want me to, destroy you. Liam's here, like this notification says MAGA, dude. What a name. Notifications. Hello.
I have a feeling.
Wow. I love all you guys.
Oh, I said I love you. Notifications.
We love you. We love you.
Was he glitching bad?
Glitching bad.
He's like glitching bad. Hey. If you're a Trump supporter, just let me know in the comments. If you think we're paid by the DNC, if you think like.
Oh, I have a new role on my live when people try to talk to me about my finances. My new role is that if they want to ask me questions about my finances, they have to tell me where they work, how much they make, how long they've worked there, and they have to prove that they worked there first in order to have
yeah, dude. Hell yeah, that's sick. I fucking like this new rule, dude. Hello?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, how are you? How old are you?
27.
All right, you said we're like paid by the DNC or January 6th or something?
The DNC was, that was a joke, but
okay.
Yeah, I mean, so I wanted to get your perspective on how the public will view January 6th, given that it seems like a lot of, obviously the right has been able to kind of twist it into being like, to be able to be downplayed. And I think even a lot of the left might eventually be able to metabolize it in due time. I just think that you guys would probably get a lot more mileage out of the discussion behind the fake electors plot leading up to January 6th.
Oh, yeah.
I think that, yeah, I mean, like, as far as the undermining of democracy, which with your previous guest who was actually talking about this, that was their biggest point of contention with you, was that so much of what you were talking about was like too abstract and like without some like monumental death toll on the day of January 6th, like trying to paint the issue as everything that transpired on that day specifically kind of, I feel like can kind of obfuscate like the more pressing issue.
Yeah, no, I mean,
of everything around it. But
I agree. And like, I agree that like the fake elector scheme something I bring up like a lot, especially living in Georgia around this. I just think like the day of January 6th itself, I think is a good like starting off point for some of this, but yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I would probably start with, I mean, just like the electoral process is being undermined, like the day, like beginning to be undermined, like the day after the election,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But I mean, I what do you think? Like, do you not think that, obviously with one Trump supporter dying on the day and with obviously, police officers committing suicide, nobody likes that, but it's just how much more
there is. Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, but I mean, I do you not think that people are going? I think people are way more knowledgeable about that, I guess is the point I'm trying to say, than they are about the actual like fake electors plot leading up to it, which might yield a lot more people going, wait a minute, this is way more serious.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I've convinced like multiple people on live who have never heard of the fake elector scheme.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you MAGA or what?
Fuck no. I'm just
word.
no. I don't know. I just just obviously basing off the prompt. You guys have talked to fucking hundreds of people probably about this exact same topic who are just gonna get up there and be like, well, how many people died that day? Like, what? Some broken windows? Like, but I just I genuinely think that there's people who will come up in good faith, not knowing the severity of like the fake electors plot.
Correct.
And
Yep.
I don't know. This is just my opinion, but
makes sense.
Well, yeah, no, I agree, and I'll do some thoughts on some lives moving forward, especially around that. So I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for letting me waste your all's time. But
No, it wasn't.
Come on, man.
No,
please, no more Zach. Anyway,
no more Zach. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate you being here. Really quickly, Alexis, $20 on PayPal. That is so fucking kind. I don't usually send this much, but I watch Harry Parker and Dean, so I came across your page, and you are so. Whoops. Wait, why can't I read the full message?
Sometimes it cuts off an email if that's what you're talking about.
I'm on them. But I came across your page. You're so humble and intelligent. I'm a graphic designer, and I watch these to get. Damn it! Why can I not view the full message? Alexis, can I get 1,000,000 W's in the chat for? I'm going to read this, I promise. Can I get 1,000,000 W's in the chat for $20? It really goes a long way. I believe that's the person in the chat who's trying to get my attention. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Listen, if you're a Trump supporter, pop on up here. We can talk about January 6th and the election, etc. And to the last guest, yeah, I mean, again, I think that you have to understand that a lot of this too is you're not necessarily. There's obviously a group of people in America who are unconvincible, right? But a lot of these lives are about there's a lot of people watching who are trying to understand the issues, and you can talk about multiple different things, January 6th and fake electors, etc. But you also need people to be watching, and if people don't have an understanding of the fake elector scheme, and I put up fake elector scheme, then people are probably just gonna be like, what the fuck is this, and move on, and that way I can't tell anyone about the fake elector scheme. So I don't know. I talk about it a lot. Jesus.
I mean, I feel like I understand that guy's point, but I also feel like January 6th itself.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's still
I maybe what I think should be convincing and what actually is convincing are two different things. But I feel like January 6th is convincing because it's the culmination of all of
right, exactly. Okay, if you're a Trump supporter, let me know. We're looking for Trump supporters.
Yeah, if you're MAGA, come on up. We'll talk to you. Jimmy Carter's laying the Capitol today. His body was just transported. Chief Justice Roberts, Kagan, and a few other Supreme Court justices are there right now.
Guys, is Dan a Trump supporter, or are we talking about which Dan is this?
No, they're not talking about Dan.
Oh, Dirty Dan. I love Dirty Dan. All right, well, give me.
I'm Dirty Dan.
W's Dirty Dan. I understand now. Okay, I understand it now. All right, give me just a bit though. We got to do a couple Trump supporters first. But no hate. It's no hate to Dirty Dan, bro. I love Dirty Dan. Love his life. If you're a Trump supporter, please. No, I'm Dirty Dan. Dude, why can I not fucking read this full message? It's really gonna upset me.
That has to be a SpongeBob reference, right?
I mean,
look,
Alexis, I don't know why I cannot view this full message.
Get this guy up here.
CJ Meyer,
what a disaster.
CJ Meyer.
Yeah.
Alexis, can I get 1,000,000 W's for Alexis? I really appreciate you. I'm gonna keep trying to work on this.
Shout out Anna in the chat, by the way. That's I've heard the best edited account on TikTok, way better than any of Chris's edited accounts.
All right, whatever, bro. Okay, can I just say this? I know this is a really not this video. I didn't comment on anything, but there is a video of somebody watching my live proceeded to paint me, and it's the most insanely impressive painting I've ever seen. It's really fucking impressive, and I don't know the account name, but I literally jaw dropped when I saw the video. So shout out to you, CJ. What's up?
Hey, what's up? I'm a Trump supporter. However, I'm only a Trump supporter on the media. I see and I just you know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to
I have no idea.
No, I don't know what you mean, bro.
I do not.
I see Kamala and I see her doing references on her voices and shit. So I'm I don't like her. And I don't like how she comes off, so I don't support her. But Trump, he I don't know, I like the way he fucking comes off, so I support him. Tell me why I shouldn't.
Ah. Wow. So when he's like, when he talks about assaulting women, you like how he comes off? Yeah.
Oh, I don't. That's the thing I don't see. Like, I don't see any of that shit, so I'm oblivious to it.
So they do say ignorance is bliss. You ever heard that term before?
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. So when Donald Trump says like on a stage, like he's found liable for sexually abusing a woman, found liable for defaming that woman, found liable for defaming her again, and then
okay, so I shouldn't support Trump simply because he is referenced to be some sort of woman, whatever the fuck. And
wow. Okay, so first of all, the answer to your question is yes, and woman, whatever the fuck. See, like that's so fucking gross. Why would you say that, bro?
What do you mean that's gross? I'm
like, it's not. It's like a very serious thing. Like being essayed or raped is one of the most tragic things you could possibly go through. And in a time where we already know that most people who are assaulted, for example, are not going to come out and tell anybody. And we're constantly trying to like work on issues around survivors and all these things. And you're going to fucking get up on a TikTok live with 2.3 thousand people and say like, oh, I shouldn't vote for him because he's a woman, whatever the fuck. Like that's a very,
trying to, no, listen.
Yeah. You're trying to understand. So let me help you. So then let me
No, you're trying to pinpoint a sole purpose of fucking Trump doing this. No,
I'm trying to give you, you said you weren't familiar with it. So when those things happened and then he gets up on a stage and he's speaking on another woman who's accused him of SA, and he says, I'm going to say this, even though it's terrible to say, but this is exactly what he said. He's talking about a woman who accused him of SA, and he said, they're going to say this is terrible, but it's the truth, so I'm going to say it. I wouldn't have done that because she wouldn't have been the chosen one. She wouldn't have been the chosen one, end quote. So, like, do you think that comment's appropriate, that Donald Trump wouldn't have essayed a woman because she wasn't, pretty enough?
Absolutely fucking not. That's like fucked up to support. However, I'm trying to come at you for only giving one fucking reason why I shouldn't support Trump and like nothing else. I want to hear all of it. Why I shouldn't support Trump and why I should support Kamala. Why should I think the Democrats should have won this election compared to the Republicans or whatever the debate there would be?
Yeah. Okay. So what reason are you looking for? Because we talk about that him,
just not fucking race.
Just excuse me. Can you be quiet for 5 seconds? Because you were just talking about a whole lot of shit. So we brought to your attention that he assaults women, that he makes disgusting comments about women. You're like, well, that's not enough for me. So what are you looking for to learn more about? Are you looking for policy? Are you looking for action when he was president? Yeah.
I want to hear like what policies he has that are so crap compared to Kamala. I want to hear
Kamala.
I don't care how to pronounce her name.
All right, so I'll give you a choice, right? This is very simple. You can say Kamala Harris, you can say Vice President Harris, or you can get the fuck out of the live. It's very easy. Kamala.
Kamala.
Yeah, no. And
you can just say Harris.
Or you can say Vice President.
Okay, I'll say Harris. All right.
There you go. Fuck. But put VP in front of it first. All right, champ? Appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah. So are you looking for policy or things that he did when he was president the first time that are bad, or things he's proposing now that are bad? I mean, what do you
No, I don't care what the fuck happened before.
Invading fucking Greenland.
Okay. Okay. What else?
Nice. Nice.
Oh wait.
So literally this morning, someone asked him, would you rule out using military or economic coercion to try to take Greenland and the Panama Canal? And he said no.
Okay.
So you don't have so the guy you voted for who ran on like
I didn't vote. I didn't vote. I stayed out of it because like I don't.
You be safe out there, bro. You be good now. I mean, I don't know what, dude. Like, what? So you didn't vote, and you really want us to like, yeah, dude. Like that's bad. His tariffs are going to cause like a massive amount of inflation. He's got people next to him who have no idea what the fuck they're doing and are there to purely enrich themselves.
Yo, put in this guy's 69 mosquito down here. This guy looks crazy. And also, I love how he's just like, yeah, can you name like one bad thing that Trump is proposing? Yeah, invading Greenland. He goes, well, okay.
What else? Yeah, no, and then the whole like talking about essaying women was, I guess, not enough. Dude, I genuinely feel, by the way, what's that guy's name? I don't see him.
69 mosquito saying he was MAGA. I don't.
Oh my God.
Super.
Liam's here, bro.
Super. Why is this person saying I lied? What did I lie about?
I don't know, bro. By the way,
look at Devin in the chat saying he's not invading Greenland. Hey, buddy, why don't you go listen to his own words?
By the way, yeah, I cannot imagine. Like, I just want to say to 2.5 thousand people in here. First of all, I love you and I appreciate you and you're amazing. But already, and again, like essay and grape is most women don't tell anybody, and it's obviously one of the most tragic things you can go through. And I cannot imagine that already being the case, and now in the society we're currently in, with Donald Trump, with you watching people be like, "Oh, who cares?" I can only imagine tremendously harder. And so, just if there's anybody who's affected by this issue, just know that I'm proud of you, and Harry and I are always on your team.
Yeah, and losers like Trump are just that. They're total losers.
Yeah, they're complete pieces of shit. So whatever. If you're a Trump supporter, let me know, please. Please.
Shut down.
Shut down.
Shut down. Shut down. Shut down.
Is there just no? Okay, I'm gonna just start bringing randos up. Dirty Dan, I love you. It's no.
Look at Mila as a photo of. Hold on, it's pretty cool.
All right, just give me. Just give me a bit. Gosh, I can't. All right, we'll just let this person.
I know you do lives a little bit earlier than I do. Do you find that MAGA is swarming at this time of the day?
Swarm? Yeah, I normally have like enough guests. I mean, I don't know. I feel like weirdly enough, after you mentioned like I can pull people off in the comments, but like my guest box is kind of like a little empty.
I see. By the way, I just want to shout out. Mila was just talking about her art in the chat. I just pulled up her page. I think this is the person you were talking about, Chris, with like the art.
Wait, really?
It like is insane, dude. It's so crazy.
Is there one of this feels really like weird to say, but is there one of like me, a painting?
Yeah, there's one of the yes.
Dude, that's the person. Literally,
it's like insane.
The most insane thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Most insane thing I've ever seen.
So I don't know. Shout out Mila. Wow. Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
Dean's here? Oh, and now everyone's here, dude.
I just got a message from somebody saying, "Hey Harry, can you send me Chris's Venmo?" Chris's Venmo is now in the link in his bio. Everybody.
Which you guys are all very, 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 very kind. Truly, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, Chris is a good guy.
One would even be willing to do that. All right, if you're a Trump supporter, let me know. And then after one more, we'll let Dirty Dan. We'll let Dan. Well, you're the best. Good to see you. Dirty Dan. Dude, actually, I don't know where Trump supporters are right now. Like, there's none in my guest box. Please, if you're MAGA, just like let me know. It doesn't even have to be January 6th at this point. Like, Jesus.
Baron Trump live chat? What the?
Dude, what is going on right now? I mean, we live in a society. Dude.
What is going on?
All right, this person says they support Trump. Let's find out. Hello?
What the hell is going on?
I would kill my family to meet you guys. Oh my God, I love you. 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 I love you.
Perhaps don't do that.
I'm a little conflicted on what to say there. Don't
do that.
Don't do that.
Because then you'll be meeting. Never mind.
Law and Order.
You'll be meeting.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order. I'm gonna lock them up. Sorry. All right. Let's as we look for Trump supporters, Dirty Dan.
I know. I'm dirty. No.
Oh. Now we got him. We just got everyone there. Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan.
What's up? Sorry, it took me a minute there. I'm trying to get the flow going for the live, but there's no Trump supporters.
You're totally fine. I know how it is. I just had two quick things.
Oh yeah.
First of all, I wish I got up before that last guest because I was going to say how much I've always wanted to meet you guys, but I can't top that. I'm not unaliving my family. I'm sorry. I appreciate both of you. Harry, thank you so much for the raid a couple nights ago.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
It was a very interesting time. I don't know if you saw if you saw what we were doing when you raided, but
I wasn't aware. I just saw you were live. I was like, I like Dan. Go say hi.
Yeah, we had stopped politics, and I had an AI reading out the chat, and it was the most unhinged hear me outs possible. So guys, I'm so sorry. If you want to follow and come back later, that's great.
That's funny. That's funny.
So yeah, first thing, Harry, Chris, I love you guys both so much.
Yeah,
I haven't watched as much as of Chris, but Harry, I've been watching for years now. So.
Dude, much so much. Yeah, I stumbled into your lives recently, and they're killing.
I've been watching.
I really appreciate that. The second thing, really quick, was from a few guests ago that was talking about the fake elector plot versus talking about January 6th itself. So the actual reason I started doing these lives back in late August was the fake elector plot.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being gaslit by everyone in my life that
But
no one knew about.
No, 100%.
Yeah. So whenever we had, I think, 74 lives leading up to the election. Obviously now we have lives after, but in those 74 lives, whenever somebody wanted to argue January 6th, I would always bring it back to the fake elector plot because it's indefensible.
100%.
There's so many arguments they can make. Well, Trump did say go peacefully, and you can't control what other people do. There is zero defense, and not a single Trump supporter has been able to defend anything about the fake elector
100%.
plot. Absolutely, if you know the full scope of the fake elector plot and still voted for him, I genuinely think you're a traitor to this country.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like that's beautifully said, and like that, even that first part, like that's how, like January 6th being one of my like most passionate topics, like as Harry said, just like it's about like the culmination of everything, and I think like I've felt always very passionate about the fake elector plot specifically because I felt the exact same way. Like I was fucking crazy for thinking that living in Georgia that like these fake the entire thing happened and there's the 7 other swing states and like the thought process behind it. And yeah, so I think it is like a good like jumping off point to always like usually when I bring up like trying to overthrow an election, people are immediately like, well, January 6th wasn't that bad. And I'm like, well, do you know about him trying to pressure the Department of Justice in the Oval Office? Do you know about the fake election scheme? It's always no. And I'm just like, well, we live in a society.
The digger you deep, the worse it gets with like the Clark letter and everything.
Yeah, no. Oh my dude. It really speaks to like how broken our media environment is right now. That like
I think that might be a big part of the issue because like January 6th itself is obviously going to bring in clicks. It's going to bring in eyeballs because it was such an event. Whereas all that stuff, that's boring.
It just no one gives a fuck.
So 100% agree. I think it was the media dropped the ball on that and could be a big reason why we're
in the position we're in.
Yeah, and I keep seeing op-eds recently in different publications of people being like, how Trump rewrote the history on January 6th. Perhaps a purchase of a mirror might be nice. All these, I'm not sure. I wonder how he was able to do this, and people, consistently didn't correct him on this, leading people like Dan or Chris to have to do it for them. It's painful.
W Dan. I'm not doing it for Dan's doing it.
Dan's doing
Dirty
it.
Dan.
But yeah, that's all I really had. I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you can maybe find some Trump people, that'd be great. I will say, for those that don't know, today will probably be the last time you guys see me as Dirty Dan. The rebrand is tomorrow.
Ooh. Are we rebranding to like? What are we rebranding to?
What's the surprise? It's going to be a name.
Okay. Oh yeah, actually yeah.
But
Dirty Dan.
Yeah, I figured if I ever want to be invited to like meet the president like you guys, I probably shouldn't be named after like a SpongeBob character.
No, dude. No, it's no, wrong. You can be your authentic self. That's what I always tell people.
I was also told that when people tried to find me on Blue Sky and they searched Dirty Dan, they found people wanting to see Bob's and Vagines. So like it's SEO reasons.
Dirty Dan.
Yeah, there's a few reasons, but squeaky clean Dan. Yeah,
that's right.
All right, but yeah, love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out
W's Dean in the W's Dan in the chat. I appreciate you so much, man.
Oh, Chris.
And if there's anybody that saw that I was live with Little Pink Bubble and you're not following Harry or Chris, this is your chance. Thank you all so much.
Aww.
You're the best.
Shout out Dan.
I appreciate you. Everyone go follow Dan as well. Be around, all right?
Will do.
Yo, W's Dirty Dan. We love
W's Dirty Dan, man.
We love Dirty
Give that
Dan.
guy a follow. If you're in here and you follow both Chris and I, you don't follow Dan, you should do that.
Yeah, you're a disgrace if you don't. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
All right, well.
All right. Well, look at this guy. It's Greg MAGA.
Oh, this dude was spam. He was just calling you a communist, by the way.
You communist. January 6th was the Patriots' holiday.
Oh.
It's a troll, I guess.
Loser.
Yo, by the way, Grace.
I'm not a fucking troll. You just don't know shit, you commie.
Can you name the 7 continents?
Yeah, we are. In the alphabetical order, it starts with Antarctica, Asia, Africa, Europe, and it's North America and South America. And then the one by Australia. Now, can you tell me how many continents there are?
That's quite a long time for you to do that. That was like,
and it also wasn't in alphabetical order considering you named Australia.
Wait, now I told you the names. Now, how many continents are there, boy?
7. That's what he just. All right, bro. Can we help you with something?
Can you name the 7 continents?
Can we help you?
Well, help me understand why a young man are being led
Wait, is
astray.
this Dean? Is
Southern
this
accent.
Dean?
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
What the fuck? What
How we
the
doing, boys?
Dude, you know what's crazy? I didn't even recognize that was you until someone in the comments said, "Is that Dean?" And I listened to you
they're
for
too
like
quick.
one more second, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Bro, they're way too quick, man. No, it's Greg. I'm a true American patriot. Obviously, right? You just
Where'd you get that photo? It's that.
I don't know. I might have got it from the sex offenders registry. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, I think I just looked up like young Trump supporter on
And it was like a young white dude in like a suit who, if you like, actually I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
This guy's going balls for a second.
Yeah, I'm the balls.
Yeah. Anyways,
What's up, Dean?
I'm just getting ready to go start my own life. You guys want to co-host for a little bit while we do that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll go get on my regular account. I'll be back.
Okay, so then I'm supposed to go to your regular account, Dean? Yeah.
Wait, no. Like I'll join in here.
No. No, yeah, that's actually cool. You can come join in here. I was just fucking around. Like it doesn't.
Chris is just not funny. Just let him be, bro.
Yeah, if you want to go live on your account, that's fine, or you can come over here. Just whatever works.
Okay, bet. Well, yeah, I'll just join up for a little bit because the garage is really cold, and that's where I've been going live from. So I got to go turn on the space heater, then like sit in here for 10 to 20. So I'll just hang out with you guys until then.
Okay, bet.
Well, I'll be back.
Greg. If you're a Trump
Real patriot. A real patriot.
if you're a Trump supporter, let me know.
Oh.
Where? Come on, bro. We just need we need to say like Harry hasn't got to debate a Trump supporter. I know it's just.
Yo, what's up?
Harry, are you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a great conversation. The guy is like, anyway.
Pretentious Harry.
What'd you say, bro?
I called you pretentious.
Pretentious? Why do you say that?
Do you see how you're acting?
How am I acting?
Yeah, I call you pretentious, and you immediately start arguing about it, like what a pretentious person would do.
Oh wow, what a pretentious thing to do. Ask somebody why they said something. That's right. That's historically very pretentious. 100%.
Okay. Can you tell me what's up, bro?
Dude, he just left.
Nice.
You mad about?
Dean is here. I don't see Dean. Where's Dean?
What you mad about, Kozo?
Oh, there he is.
What you mad about, Kozo?
You guys have never talked to that guy before?
No.
He's been in the space forever. He's like very crazy conspiracy theorist.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no. I've debated him a lot. Never involved.
Sounds like a great fun guy.
Hey, which one of you guys is the gay one?
All right, bro.
Who's the gay one over here?
All right, bro.
Well, I mean,
You have like a hobby?
Yo, pause. Daniel, how old are you, bro?
I'm 16.
All right, bro.
Love you, man.
Go play like a sport, bro.
I mean,
Play sport.
bro, what the? If you're a Trump supporter, please request up. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. MAGA's scared these days, dude.
Patrick Henry. Not Derek. Not
You guys
Derek.
are still upset that Trump won?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Too. Wanna know why?
We are, yes.
Actually, yes, we are. Yes.
You can't get over it. You're still going in the past, I guess, right?
How old
Well,
are you?
no, the
bro?
reason why you should be upset that Trump won is because he's going to significantly increase the price of new construction in America. He's going to isolate us from other world leaders. He's going to inflate the price of everyday goods. He's going to see the economy in a negative direction.
Talking points.
Well, are the talking points true or false?
You ever heard of the dollar index, buddy?
Yeah.
6 major currencies altogether.
And what does this do to respond to my question? Were my talking points true or false?
Well, the dollar gets stronger against the major currencies. Inflation is not going up. You know
yes,
that, right?
inflation will go up with his policies. That's the claim.
Yeah. How do you know?
How do I know? Well, I mean, apart from the ability to call any local bank that does both management and asking them about the Fed's interest and raising interest rates over the course of the next 4 years, you could also just do independent research that would demonstrate that tariffs do indeed cause inflation for the end consumer. In fact, they're supposed to.
Well, he's using that as a negotiation tactic. Doesn't mean he's going to raise tariffs.
Sound like a cope to anybody else?
Wait,
Give me
that's
a-
actually insane because Trump himself the other day on social media said that he's planning to pass one big bill, which includes something along the lines, I'm not quoting him verbatim, quote, tariffs on countries that have been ripping us off for too long. So Trump is quite literally saying that these tariffs are going to be in his first major bill that he passes as president. So while you're saying it's a negotiation tactic, which by the way, not a great negotiation tactic to begin with, but you're saying what you hope that he does, not what he's actually planning on doing.
Well, he's using it as a negotiating tactic.
According to what? Like, according to what? Why do you say that?
Because countries are ripping off, like China manipulates its currency and all that.
Can you just, like, for 1 second, elaborate on what you mean by countries are ripping us off?
Communist China, like, they don't let our products in their market. China.
Really? You think that? You think
and they manipulate their currency.
Nice.
You know that, right? You trust China? They're a communist country.
Yeah. No, you have, like, a really deep understanding of, like, the economy.
Yeah, I do. Do you?
Yes. So anyways, the point that Harry and Dina were trying to make to you is that, like, again, you're just like, it's interesting that you vote for the guy who you probably claim to be, like, so open and honest, but it's like every single time we talk about his main policy positions, like tariffs, someone has to explain what they are going to do and why he's doing them. So, like, there's other Trump supporters who have come up today or recently who have told me that, like, his tariffs are going to be good. They're going to cause inflation, but they're going to increase domestic production. Meanwhile, you say that Trump isn't actually going to pass any tariffs because they'd be bad. So it's interesting how nobody seems to fucking know what the super honest, open guy wants to do.
Well, it didn't happen yet. Let's see what happens.
All right, yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you're just saying. It's just words.
Wait. Just to be clear, Donald Trump has lied to every single one of you. So when he says we're going to put tariffs on Canada and Mexico and we're going to have 100% tariffs or at least 60% tariffs on this country, that country, and he's saying he's going to put tariffs in a bill, the first major bill he's going to pass, he's lying to you.
Oh, he's lying to me.
I'm asking you.
Did he put tariffs before? Did he put tariffs before on other countries?
Yes.
Yeah. Did he increase prices? No.
Yes.
Well, obviously, these are
Yes. It literally increased prices, yeah.
Yeah, during his term it increased prices.
Yes. Like his tariffs before were, for the most part, specifically targeted on certain industries or products. So, for example, on steel or washing machines and things like that, in all of those industries, prices went up for all of these things.
Well, no inflation during his term compared to what Biden caused.
How did Biden cause inflation?
Spending too much money. We had $36 trillion.
Biden spent less money on COVID relief. He borrowed less money than Donald Trump, both COVID relief and
$2 trillion deficits a year. Come on.
No. Listen to my words. You say that there's no economic data to support the idea that government spending is the main cause of inflation. And
of course
Joe Biden, no, there's not. Can you pull it up?
The Weimar Republic in Germany, you dingling.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So inflation can be caused by government spending, but I'm saying in this instance, it was not the main cause. Holy shit. That was like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh, the dumbest thing?
So I'm asking you a
right?
question. So non-COVID relief and COVID relief, borrowing money, Joe Biden spent less money than Donald Trump. The deficit was not run as far under Joe Biden, and he spent less money. So if you're claiming that spending money was the cause of inflation, you yourself are in a logical pickle. Because if I'm telling you that Donald Trump spent significantly more money, borrowed more money, increased our deficit more than Joe Biden, wouldn't you then contest that Donald Trump caused inflation?
No, I'm saying that the Biden did.
But you're not addressing the point that Biden
plus regulations.
Biden spent less money than Trump.
And plus regulations on
wait. Now you're going back because you said inflation was caused by all the money the Biden administration spent.
Yeah.
So engage on this point. Biden has spent less money, borrowed less money than Donald Trump.
Well, the market doesn't prove that because the
No. It's not about what the market proves. Again, you're not engaging on this point. This is about the actual statistics we have on the money spent. I'm more than happy to pull this up.
And why is the dollar stronger?
Okay. So again, you're just not addressing.
Why is the dollar stronger if
what?
You good, bro? You like breathing into the microphone?
Yeah, I think this poor guy's struggling.
This guy's struggling right here. Sorry.
Let me ask you.
I worked more on the Trump than ever in my lifetime.
Okay, so can I? This is very simple. I'm going to show you something, and you're going to explain it to me, okay? Because again, you said inflation's being caused by money spent. So this is according to the Data Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, and this is the chart: 10-year borrowing by presidential term, non-COVID relief, Trump, and COVID relief. Biden spent less in each. So would you agree that inflation, by your logic, inflation was caused by Trump?
It was caused by Biden. Why is it's
Wait.
Biden has $2 trillion deficits every year.
Wait, what?
Didn't you know that?
Wait, hold on. Before we go to this, can you explain this for me?
No, because it's probably it's a partisan Axios. Come on, be serious.
What?
Axios.
No. Look at where this comes from. The Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. The chart is by Axios. So explain, please.
Explain to us why is a $2 trillion deficit.
Nice. This poor guy.
Maybe I could add on a little bit more here. So the CRBF, the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, is actually bipartisan. So you could go to their website at crbf.org, and you could read who's on it. And I mean, they're very public about the fact that they're a bipartisan committee.
Wow, it's on.
Then why not every year I hear that Biden's have $2 trillion deficits every year?
I mean, you could go on. You could go on the.
Who's president of the United States?
About the deficit. Why aren't you responding to what Chris and Harry are talking about?
Well,
it's probably because you get your news from Elon Musk. So.
Also,
it's a bunch of willy white rich kids.
Oh, here we go. So really quickly, it goes back to the idea that you're claiming you're like, well, as I said, you don't have a deep understanding of the economy. You
I do.
You started with that our debt is $36 trillion.
Yes.
So can you explain what that means?
That means we are in debt. We're in trouble.
In debt to who?
To major investors all over the world.
Okay, so what makes up our $36 trillion worth of debt?
We borrow money. We sell bonds. Bonds.
Okay, so I'm asking you, who we owe money to. Explain to me.
All the countries all over the world, $36 trillion.
So $36 trillion.
And there's some people that we own that live in this country.
Wait. So 36. So how much of it is owed to foreign countries as opposed to here?
Trillions of trillions of dollars. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so my point is that you have no concept of you talk about how the debt is scary, but you know nothing about it, right? The vast majority of our debt has nothing to do with foreign nations, and foreign nations make up about 25% of our federal debt, and I think Japan has about a trillion. China's next at 870 billion, and then all the rest are major allies. So again, when we start to have this concept of, I'm why is the federal debt a problem? And you're we owe money to investors around the world. That sounds like a response I'd get from a fucking sixth grader. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why is the debt
well,
scary?
Rich kid telling me what to think.
Why do you keep calling me a rich kid?
Because you probably were.
Okay. You know nothing about
Oh,
it.
you're upset. You're upset I called you a little rich kid.
I thought it was worth putting out there that China actually has more debt in USD than we have debt to them. And then additionally, if you care about the debt, why are you supporting the candidate that added more to it?
Because he had to go through COVID. We went through
even when we exclude COVID, he still added more to our nation.
No, not more than Biden. Biden added more.
No, false. According to the CRBF, Trump added $4.6 trillion, including COVID.
Then why every year I see
one moment, shut up, shut the hell up. And Trump added 4.8 trillion. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you expecting me to let you walk all over me? I mean, I think that we should both be able to give each other a chance to speak. Are you scared of letting the little white boy
I'm not
speak?
scared.
Okay, well, prove that you're not scared by letting.
Withering on the vine, Dean. Come on.
Good boy. Here we go.
Good boy. Oh, dude.
$8.6 trillion to our country's debt. Biden and Harris added $4.6 trillion to his country's debt. Excluding COVID, Trump added 4.8, Biden added 2.2. If you exclude COVID for Trump and include COVID for Biden and Harris, Trump still added more to our country's debt.
You're laughing, but do you have a source to prove otherwise?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk said he was wrong. That your friend...
That's your source.
Parker was wrong.
Patrick, can you shut the fuck up for a second and give me a
source?
Yeah,
little white boy over here.
Can you? Oh my God, you get so angry. Can you give me a source? You can't just be because I feel like it. Because you're oh, I don't think that's true. Because I
woke
rich
up kid, calm down.
Can you provide a source? Yes or no?
White rich kid, calm down.
Can you provide a source?
Yearly, $2 trillion of deficit spending by
the debt.
Bro, this guy's an idiot, dude.
What do you
listen, we're not even looking at the totality of deficit spending, because it is the case that you have rolling debt. For instance, every year we are adding more and more deficit spending today under Biden and Harris because of Trump's tax cuts in 2017. The point of looking at the debt which is signed into law. Wait, I have a question. How much did the TCJA, which costs $1.9 trillion, increase our government revenue by per year?
You know how much we pay in interest on the debt?
Answer my question.
Answer your question is we spend $1 trillion in
Not what I asked.
interest.
How much did the TCJA create in additional government revenue per year?
You mean the Treasury Department?
The TCJA, Trump's tax cuts. You said that the tax cuts generate additional government
It
revenue.
does.
How much did it generate?
And it generated the economic boom, too.
Tell me how much revenue per year. Do you not know? Are you stupid?
Oh, I'm stupid. See, they were the name calling.
Dude, okay, I can tell you. It's less than
Poor
$10
little white
billion
rich
added
boy.
to government revenue per year when the bill costs nearly $2 trillion.
Yeah, so yeah, Patrick, like let's use common sense here when like Dean says that and you say that the tax cuts had nothing to do with the deficit. So if the federal government takes in money from taxes, let's just simplify this, just to be very simple about it, mainly takes in money from taxes and spends money to do other shit. And then you cut those taxes and you don't increase the revenue. What have you done? You've increased the deficit because now the government's taking in less money and spending the same amount of
growth
money.
is causing more tax.
So what? Wait. So what did he say?
Economic
He's
growth.
just, he's not smart. I think he's rage baiting. He's either like
poor little Dean.
Okay, why do you keep calling me
wrong
like
with this guy?
What the fuck is wrong with you, Patrick?
The
Are
little
you
white
capable
boy
of
getting little man. Oh.
Are you capable of having like a genuine
How old are you,
conversation?
bro? How old are you?
I'm 52, Harry, and your man lost. So
Holy
get
shit.
over it.
52. Listen to me, buddy. You're
damn.
52 years old. Don't you
Yeah.
have something better to be doing right now than like calling Chris little white boy, bro? What the
Yeah,
hell
he's a
are you
little
talking
white
about?
boy. He's a little.
And how, by the way,
little white
these
boy
quote unquote
over
little
there.
white boys are dog walking you right now. You can't even like answer basic questions about the policy you support. Dean asked, "How much revenue did it generate?" You're meandering. You're walking all over the place like Donald Trump.
I know, Harry. You were in the ad with Obama. I guess it didn't work. Your guy didn't win.
I'm in with
You're a woman.
Obama.
Yeah, your guy Obama. You were Obama trying to get Harris elected.
Damn, dude. I guess I'm super cool. I guess I'm in with Obama. Like I know Obama.
yeah.
That's fine.
Still
That's
lost.
Hey, Patrick, here's a question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What exactly did the TCJA do for our economy in the
It grew the
macro
economy.
sense?
More tax revenues.
Okay, it grew the economy. Let's extrapolate that.
Wait,
By what percentage
Wait.
increase? By what how much did our GDP increase as caused by the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act?
Percentage GDP
Yes, per year.
per year, like a couple percentage points.
False. 0.02%, which is equivalent to about $20 billion. This is according to a conservative and a Democrat economic professor at Harvard. You could find the study online by searching up macroeconomic effects of 2017 Tax Reform Act.
College.
Oh my God.
College professors at Harvard. One
Oh, at
conservative,
Harvard.
one
So
liberal.
liberal professors.
No, it was one conservative and one liberal.
Oh yeah, we all get along. We'll just fudge the numbers a little, right, Dean?
So that's a conspiracy theory. That's a belief without reason.
Yeah,
So go ahead and demonstrate to me that your belief without reason is true.
it's true because Trump won in ratings for MSNBC and CNN are plunging like crazy. Okay,
So Trump won, therefore the TCJA led to a multiple percent increase in the GDP.
no, because
compared to
people
the 0.02%
people wouldn't
increase
believe that
suggested.
study.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying that the study's false because people didn't believe
Yeah.
it? I have a question. Was the claim the earth is round false for thousands of years because 90% of people didn't believe it?
You're really
getting dog
comparing that today? So
Yes.
Dude,
You have
this,
to go all
this,
the way
this
down there.
poor guy. This poor
Yes,
guy.
because you're suggesting that a belief can be disproven given a populist disapproval. Is
To
that
be the
not what you're
economy-
suggesting?
Yep.
When I was living in Reagan's time, it was growing leaps and bounds. When I was living in Trump's time,
Okay, Patrick, can I ask you a question just for a second based on what Dean said? Because I think Harry and I both heard this and got like very confused. You said that Trump's tax cuts increased tax revenue.
yes.
Sometimes they can, but
Okay.
these
Sometimes again, they did do during Reagan.
it depends on where they fall on a curve. It's
Yeah,
complex.
you know
and
Reagan's
you don't
tax cuts
understand.
were good, right?
Go ahead,
Right. So,
guys.
I knew that as a 10-year-old kid, Dean. Okay, I could figure that out.
do you and your wife get along?
No.
Why are you asking personal questions?
Because there tends to be and I'm not really into stereotypes, but there tends to be a group of people between what I call, and I've had this conversation in person with Harry, Dean, and Parker, a group of people between the ages of like 40 and 55 who are all straight white men who seem to know an odd amount about us and are obsessively getting in and criticizing us. And it always turns out that like, I don't know, you just need to like go to therapy because you're very like angry at life, which I feel for, because I'm very big about mental health. So like I feel for that, but like
I'm big on mental health too. I'm just
okay. So then why,
I'm
if you're big
fine.
on mental health, why are you like a grown ass man with the maturity of a 14-year-old getting up here and like insulting people?
He's kind of right about that. Like, I really hope that I'm not 52 years old, like shitting on like like young guys on the internet because I disagree with their political beliefs, while like intentionally subverting any educated intellectual.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but name calling will never hurt me.
Okay, then why did you scream and cry about me name calling you earlier?
Dean, you're so funny. I mean, it's like you're really going out of your way to suck up to these libs in your world. I mean, it's funny.
Who am I sucking up to?
The libs. You're just a typical white, rich little white boy.
What is this all about, dude?
What?
Dude, you understand that I spent a significant amount of my upbringing homeless?
Homeless?
Why do you keep bringing up like his race and like what he believes? I just don't understand.
That's you guys always bring that up. The libs.
We even brought up race one time in this conversation.
Harry, is it hurting your feelings?
No, not at all. Actually, I think we're all laughing at you. I think we're actually enjoying ourselves right now.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just obsessed with rich white people, and that's why he voted for Trump.
Harry's a typical rich little kid.
Well, apparently, according to you, we're all typically rich.
Well,
kids.
you are.
Oh, okay. Just me specifically. Gotcha. Okay.
I guess you're getting upset because I'm saying that to you, and it's really bothering you.
I don't know. I don't.
Well, it's just, I think
why
it's just, it's very strange. That's what we're trying to understand.
Why do Republicans do this? So they'll like say something like typical rich white guy, and they'll like repeat it like 20 fucking times into like our faces, and then we're like relatively unfazed, but our curiosity is piqued because he just keeps on repeating it. So we're finally starting to ask him about it. And then he's like, "Oh, you are so upset about this." Typical rich white guy. Like it's like that one meme on Twitter, like the one guy that just like is fucking antagonistic as shit. Like all that you want is like for the world to burn and to annoy the fuck out of everyone that's around you. And then when we're like, what the hell are you doing? You're like, oh, you're pissed off.
Am I pissed off?
No, you were telling that to us. You didn't track what I said.
Well, of course you can.
Oh my god. Have fun, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. I can't bear. Chris and Harry, I appreciate you guys.
Yo, Dean, I appreciate you, man. It's always a
Kelly.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
take
man.
care, guys.
Have a good life.
Yo, W Dean, I appreciate you. Patrick, get the fuck out of my life. Jesus Christ.
Just dropping it there.
All right. Well, we need like one good Trump supporter here for Harry to ban. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta make some videos.
No, you don't.
Wow.
Guys, double tap the screen. I appreciate everyone being here. It means so much.
Chris, did you hear the huge news, by the way?
What's that?
That the Harry J. Sisson Instagram account turned on subscriptions on his Instagram account.
Oh, W's in the chat. Yo, you guys should go check out Harry's Instagram. In his there's a link in his bio. And if you become a subscriber, there's neat stuff that you get that no one else gets. I don't know what those things include, but I believe they're
quite frankly, I don't know either.
Well, I think Harry's going to be posting more about his personal life and maybe some.
And hold on.
I don't know.
Another terrific victory recently is that Chris D. Mowry on Instagram reached 100,000 followers.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate everybody in here. You guys, I'm forever grateful for everybody in here. You guys all rock. And if you haven't followed me, also there's links in my bio for Snapchat, Instagram, fucking Twitch, YouTube, posting a YouTube video, they big stuff. You guys should also check out Harry's as well. Stanley, thanks so much for $20 on Venmo. It really goes a long way. Thanks. No, thank you, Stanley. You fucking rock. Haley, thanks so much for $1. Chris, have you ever thought of posting non-political vids on an alt account like Harry? We'd love to see other content from you, especially with your new move to Chicago. Hope you're doing amazing. Yo, Haley, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for $1. I have thought about it. I mainly do stuff like that on Snapchat, but I don't know. I'll keep thinking about it. I appreciate you a lot. Devin, thank you so much for $5. You rock. Love you. I love you. You're the best. Thank you. Tanya, hi King, 10 cents. It's always good to see you. I appreciate you so much. Kelly, I appreciate the $1. I got you. I appreciate you. 2 minutes ago. You didn't even get
How is that even possible?
If you're a Trump supporter, let me know, please. If you think we're paid, if you think like January 6th was like acceptable at all, it was like one of the most tragic days in American history. Like, please, just come debate, dude. How about Joe? It's my slime right here.
Slime Joe.
Slime Joe. Slime Joe. Joe.
Doesn't say he's loading.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational. Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Two solid niggas left.
All right, Joe's not here.
You know, Chris was telling me, have you come around on Kendrick Lamar? You were telling me that you were...
No, I just like that song, bro.
It's a good song.
It's nothing. The left make it sound like a big deal. All right, well, I invited you up, so let me know. If you're a Trump supporter, please. Drake is better. Drake is definitely better. I just like that song. Please, if you're a Trump supporter, please, I'm fucking begging you. Yeah, no, I'm actually like kind of where you're at now, Harry, where like I can't find anyone, it feels like. Did you have success last night? Oh, what the? All right, Harry just.
How you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. So, do you talk about January 6th? I'm 39, by the way, New York State.
Okay. Yeah, I am talking about January 6th. Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Couple things.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Schumer in particular wanted to block everyone from seeing 40,000 hours of footage from that day.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the police shooting flashbangs and rubber bullets into the crowd? There was a peaceful protest that started the riots. Why do you blame Trump supporters when the police started the riots?
Okay, so that didn't.
No, but it was peaceful though.
No, it wasn't peaceful.
But why did they start? Why did the cops start the riots?
I don't think the cops started the riots.
Did that?
No.
You're ignorant on the topic. Yes, you are.
I'm ignorant on the topic. Okay. So
if you haven't seen the footage, then you can't talk about it.
Can I speak?
No, because just the last thing. If you haven't seen the footage, then you can't speak.
Can I speak? I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy to talk about what you're referencing. But I think the more important thing for a second is like, why did Trump not do anything about it?
He did do something about it. He told them to protest.
Okay, so obviously for months before that, he like was pushing this like fake election lie, and then obviously like leading up.
It wasn't a lie though.
The election was stolen.
You think Biden got 81 million legit votes when 7 million are lost in this election? Where'd those 7 million people go?
They were blue. They were all like blue states, where the turnout was.
Where'd they go though?
They
didn't want to vote for Kamala.
The turnout was significantly lower in places.
Dude, you can't explain that.
Can I finish fucking? Okay, here's the deal. So if you fucking speak one more time, I'm going to kick you. Please, let me speak. The 7 million votes you're referencing were in places like California, where like the turnout was much lower. But in swing states, for example, the turnout was either the same as 2020 or higher. That's where the 7 million votes went. It's very interesting in your logic that
they're gone.
Can I finish speaking? You think that the 2020 election was stolen, but 2024, like John from the DNC forgot to plug in the fucking router? What happened there?
You're making no sense. So 7 million votes disappeared to other states? Is that what you're saying?
They didn't vote, is what I'm telling you.
Oh, so they didn't vote. They just decided not to vote this time.
In California, yes, correct. Places like California, that's what the data would show.
It doesn't make any sense, buddy. They don't disappear. You can't explain it.
So I just did. So in 26 states, the turnout was higher than in 2020, and in swing states,
real quick, you pivoted.
Can I finish fucking? I'm going to kick you if you don't shut the fuck up.
Okay, finish your pivot. Go ahead.
In 26 states, the turnout was higher than it was in 2020. In places like California, the turnout was much lower because people didn't feel a need to vote because of the electoral college. That's where your 7 million votes went. So can you tell me why Donald Trump? The Capitol was breached around 1 p.m. Donald Trump finishes speaking at 1:10 p.m. He arrives home at the White House at 1:19 p.m. and by 1:21 p.m. he's been informed of the violence. Why then did it take him till 4:17 to tell people to go home?
The same reason it took Nancy Pelosi all day.
No. You're pivoting. Can you answer my question?
I'm not pivoting.
No, because Nancy Pelosi, you have no idea what you're talking about.
He spoke later in the day. It wasn't
no. Later in the day, yes, you're right. Later in the day would be 4:17. Why is there 187 minutes where Donald Trump doesn't do anything?
Why would so that explains it. So it wasn't quick enough for you, but you don't care about the fact that he wanted 10,000 national guard troops. You're not. Why did they turn down?
No. You're not answering. You're not answering my.
This is what you do, man. You don't let us get our points out.
You're not answering my question.
This is what you do. I did answer it.
You have absolutely no goddamn. Can you provide any evidence that Donald Trump requested 10,000 troops?
You pivoted. You pivoted on purpose.
Can you provide any evidence that Donald Trump provided 10 or asked for 10,000 troops?
Dude, yeah, it's everywhere. Are you kidding me? You want me to
what's that
provide
evidence? Because we have the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and his acting national defense secretary at the time saying that they never got the order.
Multiple
people, where's the evidence?
Including Nancy Pelosi. It's all there, buddy. You can find it yourself. This is what you do.
All where?
Yeah, so all you have to do is just pull up the evidence for us and we'll wait. Like when you're out of the app, we won't be able to hear you, but just pull it up and we'll wait. And he left.
He just fucking left.
That's fucking, dude, that's so fucking annoying. Yeah.
Why do these people know absolutely? It's so, dude.
It's infuriating.
I didn't talk to you about this, but like I was heated in my live last night. I actually ended my live because I was so annoyed. I was like, I'm just not in the mood.
Yeah.
But why do these people just come up and then say, like, they say the most outlandish thing? And we're like, really? Wow. Okay. So like, do you have any evidence to provide that? Yeah. It's all there.
Yeah. And then we're like, okay, pull it up. And then they just don't.
And then he just left. Look, he says, I didn't leave. I destroyed you in the chat. Wow. What an embarrassment.
Nice. By the way, what like got you annoyed last night? What were you just like?
Oh yeah, I had a string of terrible conversations. One, a guy came in and said that he likes Donald Trump's idea to go after cartels in Mexico, and I was explaining to him how drone striking an ally is not good, and he wasn't understanding. That was not fun.
Nice. That's really good. No, it's always a good time here.
The next conversation I had, somebody was telling me he believes that Donald Trump wakes up and goes to bed thinking about bringing jobs back to the United States. And he was
yeah, Harry, and I'm 6'8" and I play for the fucking Lakers, dude.
Yeah. And then my name is Jamar Chase, and I'm the number one wide receiver in the NFL. He was speaking at like a second, a word every 10 seconds. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I kicked him and I said, I'm going to go Peloton, and then I went and worked out and fell asleep.
Yeah, it's the move. It's 100% the move. 100% the move. Slayer, hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, I just came up because I saw like 2 guests ago. Why did you allow Dean to lie to 1.8K people about the amount of debt that was accrued underneath Biden?
Okay, so what was the lie?
That Trump had increased the national debt by $8.4 trillion.
The deficit by 8.4 or 7.9, something like that? Yeah, what about it? That's true.
No, the debt. Dean got up here and he said that the debt increased by $8.4 trillion underneath Trump.
Okay. Well, okay.
I'm just saying, like, why would y'all allow him to lie about that?
I don't know, dude. I really was like, I'm listening to like the conversation. I don't remember that particular instance. I believe Dean would have been referring to the deficit because Donald Trump increased.
Yeah, I think Dean was referencing the 10-year debt that's been approved by Biden versus Trump, and the 10-year debt that Donald Trump has approved is $8.4 trillion.
Yeah, so like that debt, the part that you guys mentioned, like that was left out that you guys didn't want to talk about, is the fact it was 10-year debt approved. It hasn't been 10 years since Trump left office, so the people need to know.
Yeah, so you have no fucking concept.
Yeah,
like how
you're right.
Yeah,
so like you guys,
this is how like Congress works, right? So like,
like actually wanting a debate.
Can you let Harry speak and he'll like explain?
Yeah, so this is like how Congress works, right? A lot of the funding that you're seeing today go into certain projects where funding that has been approved for years now. So, for example, Joe Biden signed this huge infrastructure deal into place, over $1 trillion on new roads and bridges, and water and lead pipes and things like that, removing them, right? That didn't all just happen on day one. It's a 10-year policy. So over 10 years, these things will be implemented, just like with a lot of Donald Trump's projects and his debt. That's going to come into place over 10 years. And if Congress has appropriated it already, by law, we have to execute that funding, even if Joe Biden doesn't like it. That make sense?
Yeah, can I respond now? I don't want to interrupt, and then you guys say that I'm being rude.
You can respond.
Okay, thank you. Well, okay, cool, whatever. So yeah, like again, what you were stating, because I do understand that Joe Biden had the infrastructure bill, the CHIPS and Science, and the Inflation Reduction Act, right? And each bill has an allocated funds at a date that is proportionate to when it was signed into legislation. However, with Donald Trump, there was only the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and then the American Rescue Plan, not American Rescue Plan, sorry. The the CARES Act under 2020? Those were his 2 significant pieces of legislation. But when you look at that CFRB report at the bottom, it literally says that it's not an apples to apples comparison. And when you look into the methodology, I'm just curious, what did you guys notice was the biggest difference when they calculated that 10-year projection out?
Well, so it's never going to be apples to apples, right? We're talking about multiple different pieces of policy, especially like, comparing a pandemic time versus a non-pandemic time with like the infrastructure deal, right? But the point is that if we're just looking at the numbers, Donald Trump has signed in more 10-year debt. You are saying that Dean was lying about that. That is objectively true, that Donald Trump did do that. And what's your problem with the methodology?
It's not objectively true because what Dean claimed is that it was $8.4 trillion that he added on to the debt. He never mentioned that it was a 10-year debt.
Yeah, dude, that's like if you...
That's actually the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget lists it as a 10-year debt. They list it as debt.
Right. Y'all never mentioned that to the people. So they actually believe that when Trump left office, it was $8.4 trillion. That's where the lie is. That's my contention.
So Chris literally pulled up the graph from the Axios article, which the guy, and we remember specifically because he took issue with it being from an Axios article. And at the top, it says 10-year debt and borrowing.
Right. Again, what the claim, my point of contention is that was
so
never
the answer is that the answer to your like point of contention is that like that's never the claim that anyone was making, because like most of us have like a basic understanding that like these are all like debt is all based on like, again, money being appropriated by Congress and 10-year plans. So like nobody like Dean was certainly not making the claim that like he added 8.4 trillion. Like in general, if you understand like how the fuck the government works, it's perfectly acceptable to say Donald Trump added this much to the debt because it's over 10-year, like over a 10-year plan.
Right. Most people that have an understanding of the economy like you and I do, but like most of your
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did vote for
Okay,
Trump.
then you don't have an understanding of the economy.
I do. Oh, okay. So why? I because I voted for Trump, I don't know how to read a graph and read methodology. Okay, so again, that back to my.
You're not. The contention is that not that you don't know how to read. It's that you don't know anything about the economy or like anything about anything.
Okay, so then Harry, what is real wages?
No, don't try to pit. Look at this crazy pivot right
I don't know what the economy is. I don't know about nominal growth.
Wait. Let's act like I'm just hold on. I'm happy to talk about real wages and like other economic indicators if you want on a macro scale. Let's finish this conversation first about you being wrong about this 10-year debt, shall we? And then I'm happy to talk about other things, and we're also happy to elaborate on how you don't know anything about the economy.
Yeah, okay. So again, Harry, like I stated before you started, you and Chris decided to start strawmanning my argument. The claim that was made that it was $8.4 trillion in total at the end of his presidency, without it being taken from the moment he left, before he left, I'm trying to just get the right information out there because you guys are not correct.
Okay, then yeah, hey buddy. Yeah, it's over 10 years. Fantastic.
Okay, cool.
Now
Okay, I'm glad. Okay, cool. So that's really what I came up here to state. I'm glad that was a 10-year lookout.
Okay. You don't want to debate anything else?
We have to prove that he doesn't know anything about the economy now.
Well, I mean, like, why? Yeah, so why'd you vote for Trump? Like, if you know things about the economy, why'd you vote for Trump?
Yeah, Trump is the only president that's been able to have a significant increase in real wages. If we look at it under what's I haven't even gotten to finish the sentence.
Yeah, I know. I'm already know based on the knowledge I have that what you're about to say is just factually incorrect.
Sure. So then how do you explain a rise on average of 6% increase growth within real wages under the Trump presidency from 2017 to 2020?
What did he do to make that the case?
The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act and deregulation of Dodd-Frank.
And what job or what data specifically ties the TCJA to the wage increase?
So when we look at the TCJA, when it was enacted, there was significant portions of the legislation, one of which being a 70% corporate tax rate deduction if a corporation makes over, I think it was $1 billion in gross revenue annually and distributes at least 10% of it within the workforce.
Oh, so that led to the increase in wages?
Yeah,
how do you explain the fact that in Q1, after that policy was signed in, we have evidence to suggest that billionaires and CEOs of these massive corporations were just buying stocks back and hoarding some more?
So Harry, why are you not arguing with the points that I made about real wage growth? We're talking about real wage growth. We're not talking about stock buybacks.
Yeah, but I still think that like you failed at all to answer Harry's question is because like so you claim that
he's not interacting with my question.
No, because you didn't interact with his at all. Like you claim you just made a.
You guys just pivoted, Chris.
No. You told us that after the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was signed, that real wages increased because he cut fucking the corporate tax rate for corporations making over $1 billion, and that's it. You still have not showed any
I also
evidence
said the Dodd-Frank deregulation.
but you still have not tied any evidence to suggest that those correlate at all.
Yeah. So when was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act signed into law?
Actually, let me rephrase. You may have tied correlation, but you still haven't tied causation to it. You've now told me what the effect. You've told me what it is, and you've told me this is what happened. But now show me that those two they have a correlation causation relation.
Yeah, of course. So when the corporations were able to start cutting their corporate tax rates,
I understand what you're about to say. I'm asking for like an evidence.
Why is your sentence beginning where mine hasn't finished?
I'm asking.
I just don't know if I'm allowed to speak. I know, but I'm like, every time I speak, you're like, oh, you're not right. Like, you need evidence. So, like, do I get to speak or not?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. So like I was stating before, when you look at the actual growth of the economy, when Donald Trump signed the TCJA in 2017 and it was enacted in 2018 as the first year, we saw real wages increase on average by 6%. If you're looking at it from the corporate lens on a macro scale, right, you're seeing that corporations, once they had more funding in their actual cash on hand, they were able to hire more employees. They were able to give that money to more employees, and more employees were entering new tax brackets. That is how we saw real wages increase under the Trump presidency after the TCJA.
Okay. Again, if you would have just listened to me when I interrupted you, I was just asking you to for evidence behind that.
Hey, how is it not enough evidence? Disprove.
Sure. So how it's not enough evidence is if I were to say that Donald Trump ended his presidency with an unemployment rate of 14%, and that year 2020 he signed. Let's just say I don't know. I'm just gonna obviously Donald Trump signed a lot of executive orders in 2020. Let's just say that Donald Trump signed an executive order that year around I don't know, strengthening essentially punishing people who abuse children, for example. Then what if I said, well, I think that his 14% unemployment came from this executive order because the timing of it lines up with the data. He signed it in January of 2020, and by the 6 months later, everybody was unemployed. So I understand you've identified.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you've identified a cause. So I'm just looking for any economic data that would support the claim you're making.
Yeah, so when you look at the actual spending of Donald Trump, deficit before 2020, deficit was only increased incrementally on average by about $200 billion every single year over year, correct? According to fiscaldata.treasury.gov.
Sure.
Okay, so if that's the case, and then you see back in 2020 was the first year that Donald Trump spent over $1 trillion. When we're looking at it from a macro lens, it's affecting the entire economy. So if you're cutting the corporate tax rate for every corporation in America, and that is the private sector is the largest employer of the American labor force.
So again, you're still
how
not
are you not
me
showing?
You're not. I understand. You've still Can you provide me one?
Yeah.
Source?
So maybe this is.
And also.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Going back 2 seconds. I still don't understand economically how this relates to what Donald Trump is. If this is your position in 2020, then it would make more sense. But going just all the way back to the original question of then why vote for him after we've seen an objectively Joe Biden was a much more productive president. I mean, he's probably top 4 president all time in terms of fiscal legislation alone. And obviously Donald Trump didn't achieve as much as Joe Biden, and his plans right now for the economy are pretty unclear to me, besides these mass tariffs that are going to alienate us around the world. So you still haven't tied this back to why you would vote for him
so before we go to that point, hey Isaiah, by the way, me and Isaiah are cool, we're friends. So before we tie this into moving across to fiscal spending, and then we get into economic theory, which your side practices Keynesian economics, we should first focus on the claim that I made, which was the real wage increase of 6% on average, right?
Okay.
If you're looking at that 6% on average, Can you prove that it wasn't Donald Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that led to the growth?
I can't.
Of
No,
it?
I can't. No, first of all,
So then
no,
what other- Yeah,
because
okay.
that's called a logical fallacy. That's called
How?
Like it's a double negative. You're asking me to prove something that doesn't exist. Absolutely fucking not. The
causation is literally correlation. I'm literally tying it in together.
Oh, causation. Correlation is
two
causation.
pieces. I've literally given you two pieces. Here's the issue, right? And this is why I talked about the Keynesian economic. The Democrats, you guys focus on demand side economics, where we focus on supply side economics. You think that by injecting fake money into the economy, that it's going to somehow grow wages to exorbitant amounts and then have the skyrocketing employment. That's just never been the case. It's never been the scenario. And in fact, every single time the Democrats have held power for the last, 2 to 3 decades, with the majority being in the House, the Senate, and the executive branch, you guys have grown our debt to astronomical levels. And I'm not saying that there wasn't recessions underneath Bush and there wasn't the recession underneath Trump. But when you guys have had as much power as you've had, and you guys spend by far the most out of both of the political parties, there's only one side that can showcase that the contributing growth of real wages would be the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act underneath Donald J. Trump.
Okay, and the increase of real wages under Joe Biden was because of
what increase in real wages? Real wages haven't increased back to the levels that Trump had.
That's just simply not true.
I'll show it right now.
Yeah, sure. Latest report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics: average hourly pay for production and average hourly pay for production and I can't fucking pronounce words. Who make up 4/5 of employees hit $30.24 in August, according to. Here, let me pull up this Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Chris, no, that's not real wages.
Really?
That's not real wages. You just said that hourly wage growth. When did I ever say hourly wages?
Real hourly.
Chris, what are real wages?
So inflation adjusted or real wages are an important measure of economic
So why are you
health
telling me the hourly wages?
Because I'm telling you the real hourly wages. This is adjusted.
No. Real wages.
Yes. So please.
So wait, I'm sorry. Is a real hourly wage not a real wage?
Harry, when did I say real hourly wages?
Wait, I'm sorry. Just to answer the question, are real hourly wages not real wages?
Harry, I know you're trying to get a gotcha moment, but I want you to answer first.
It's not a gotcha moment. You just
Harry, I never said real hourly wages, though.
No, be quiet. You were just crying about being interrupted, so you have to be quiet now. Chris has brought up real hourly wages, which are adjusted for inflation. Now you're saying, oh, it's not good enough that this isn't actually real wages. What's the issue here?
Yeah. So I unmuted you now. If you just let me finish, these are obviously wages adjusted for inflation, but the report started with hourly, adjusting for the average hourly real wage.
That's fine. Continue on.
It was fine. Fucking, if you just shut the fuck up and let me finish.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Continue with the report.
Fantastic. Okay. So again, this report is from Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS. This is from what? I'm just trying to find the month and day. September of 2024. Private sector has first hourly in 2 decades. Favorable private sector weekly wages in the first quarter of 2024 hit $1,500 per week, according to figures from the Bureau of Labor Statistics on August 21st, adjusted for inflation. That's the highest first quarter weekly wage in at least wage growth in at least 2 decades, and the biggest year-over-year rise in inflation-adjusted wages since 2021. And then it goes on to again, this is just like an article summarizing the report. Hold on one second. There's one more thing I had here. Part of the reason. For swing states such as Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Wisconsin showed average weekly wage gains exceeding 3.5% over the last year, faster, obviously, than the national pace of inflation. So the point of this was not how much the real wages have risen, but obviously real wages have increased under Joe Biden. They've outpaced it. Real wages have outpaced inflation for I don't even know, 24 months. If you want to, it's insufferable when you do, but you can.
You're permitted.
Oh, thank you, Lord Harry and
incredibly weird
Chris.
Weird thing to say.
Well, I mean, I have to ask permission.
No, you don't.
You're just
you don't.
Okay, so you asked for a study, right? So here's the first study, right? An economic scholarly study that showcases that the TCA strongly
Wait,
boosted
but are you going to
corporate
engage on
investment.
the point that you?
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Let me engage with what you
Wait,
just said.
but you
So
you agree that under Biden Harris that real wages also increased?
if you're looking at real hourly wages,
Oh
sure,
my
real
fucking
hourly
God! Real
wages.
wages.
Real wages
that
are
is the
also real.
That is
Chris,
the
can
stupid.
I get a point out?
No,
please?
because that's obviously incredibly stupid. Look,
you know where I'm going with
no,
it, though.
I actually don't. If you let me finish.
Okay.
If
All right, cool.
so again, like I think that we have proven over and over and over again, especially with wages outpacing inflation for like almost 2 years, that real wages have increased under Joe Biden. I'm just asking you to contest it because you said that had not happened, and that's absurd. And I'm going to tie that into the fact that you're going to name the cause of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, Donald Trump's pretty much only economic success throughout his 4-year presidency. And I'm going to name the fact that under Donald Trump right now is being handed probably one of the most robust, strongest economies in American history. And the reason that real wages have even increased under Biden Harris when they got in office with such a shit economy is because all of the major fiscal legislation they passed compared to Donald Trump.
Can I speak now? Do I have permission?
Yeah, do I have permission?
Yeah,
you don't have to ask. I'm not
Just go.
Okay, so real hourly wages, let me say it again, real hourly wages increase under Biden. Real median household income, because we know that is a holistic outlook, did not increase underneath Biden and Harris. Real median income looks at the totality of all incomes in America. So of course, when you're looking at hourly wages per people, what is the report showing 16 years and over? It's of course going to be in your favor that real hourly wages increase. But for the entire American people, our real median wages have not increased to the levels as Donald Trump. Hence why I am showing
what
right
level are you
here.
comparing it to? What year?
2019.
2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at real median weekly earnings right now on factcheck.org, just out of curiosity. And right now, it's higher than it was pre-pandemic boost.
Yeah, if you go to the the Fred report of St. Louis, that showcases otherwise.
Can you give us a title?
Yeah, here, give me 1 second. Let me pull up my computer.
Guys, up top screen, I appreciate everyone being here.
I know Isaiah's in the chat. He's saying compared to inflation.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't. It's always a good time.
What is he referencing?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay, right here, real median personal income in the United States. If we look at it right here in 2019, underneath let me show the source, the Fred report of St. Louis, the economic data. 2019 real wages, and this is before C19. So don't take into account the money that was printed underneath Trump to get us out of the big C. 2019 real median personal income was $42,530. Why did it start to drop and it is plateauing? It has not reached the same level as when it was enacted under Donald Trump.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's real. You said income. What is the title?
Real income. Real income.
Can you define real income for me?
Yes, it is wage income adjusted for inflation.
Wage income adjusted for inflation. Okay. I know that chart starts at what year again? 2019.
2019.
Normal for inflation.
And it has a holistic outlook even to like 1974.
Nominal average hourly wage earnings increased 1.2% between February 2020 and May 2024, while disposable per capita real personal income increased 6% between the fourth quarter of 2019 and the first quarter of 2024. And real median weekly wages increased about 1% between the fourth quarter of 2019 and the first quarter of 2024. So yeah, I mean, we're like, the reality is we're becoming.
Wait.
The reality is we're becoming niche enough on this to where like again, if the general going back a second, like if the general claim that was like consistent under like Joe Biden, for example, saying like right now the average person has like more disposable income, for example, than they did in than they did in late 2019, or they're making like especially like low and middle income workers are making more money, and if wages have officially outpaced inflation, then that is true. The answer to that question is true. Now, if we want to like start to debate again the difference between real hourly wages and like disposable income versus like your graph of real income, or I don't know, like what employees that includes, etc. Sure, like it can get niche, but regardless of that, like I just still all of this to say that if we can agree in general, even if we were to agree right now that Biden, under Biden, real wages increased even just slightly, this still does not give me like a valid reason for why you would vote for Donald Trump now.
And also, though, what he has to prove to us is that Biden caused the inflation that we're referencing, right?
No. I don't have to prove that because you just strong with the argument. Harry, I never made that claim. Harry, when did I say Biden caused Harry, you got caught. Inflation? Did Joe Biden cause the inflation?
Did Joe Biden cause the inflation?
When did I say that? No.
I'm asking you.
Harry.
I'm asking you.
Harry, no, absolutely not.
Okay, so Joe Biden didn't cause the inflation. So how do you factor in inflation to the
I'm saying,
Just be quiet.
No, you're gish galloping. Harry, stop gish galloping. I didn't make that claim. I didn't make that.
Just be quiet. Listen to what I'm saying.
He's not saying you made the claim. He's asking you the question.
Listen. So Isaiah is actually right. We have to tie this to inflation. We recognize that there's been higher inflation under Joe Biden, right? So when you're saying, oh yeah, real median wages in this instance appear to have gone down, we're factoring in something that's completely unrelated to Joe Biden. And if Donald Trump were in office as well, real median wages would have gone down the exact same, right? So when you're saying like, oh yeah, real median wages have gone down under Joe Biden, are you saying that it's because of Joe Biden?
No, I'm not saying. I'm not specifically. Wait. Harry. When can I answer the question?
Not now. What is it because?
Okay.
What is it because of? What is it because of?
Let me know when.
Right now. What is it because of?
Okay, the reason why wages have not increased is because of inflation. It is due to the job market not coming back. It is due to the 818,000 jobs that have had to repair since the last job report. It is due to quantitative easing instead of quantitative tightening from the Fed.
It's not due to Joe Biden, is your point.
It is several factors that have occurred. Correct.
So his answer is it's not due to Joe Biden, right? He's acknowledging right now that this whole conversation about real median wages is not due to Joe Biden. So his entire No, be quiet.
Why am I being quiet now?
Well, you're going to be quiet because I said so. His whole argument of like, yeah, I voted for Donald Trump because of X, Y, and Z. First of all, he's still not proved a connection between the TCJA and real wages going up. Number one. Number two,
I literally gave you two sources.
Just be quiet. I promise nobody wants to hear your voice right now. Second
y'all are getting dog walked. It's literally a 2v1 and I'm dog walking you guys.
Because you didn't account for inflation in this entire conversation.
So what the hell? I think Harry's point is Harry's point is that like if you're going to admit that Joe Biden was not the cause of inflation, then you certainly haven't proven the claim of why you would vote for Donald Trump. Just because if you agree that Joe Biden was not the main cause of inflation, and you say that then you're not showing how really that Joe Biden was that worse on the economy, which doesn't. I'm really more confused about why you would vote for Trump.
Okay, so again, like I was saying,
so if you look, let's agree for hypothetical sense. Let's agree for a second that the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act increased real wages, and you agree that the real wage decrease under Biden was not solely due to him. So why does that cause you? How does that then logically mean that you should vote for Donald Trump again?
Yes, because the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, again, the most significant piece of legislation that would contribute to real wages before the great inflation that happened after C-19 shows me that his effective legislation and his policies are the one factor that can get the American people.
But you would agree. But wait.
No. Could you ask me a question?
I know, but you're still.
Chris, I can't answer.
But
you would hear the answer if you didn't cut me off.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So again, That piece of legislation did so well that before we even had inflation start to tick off after C-19, that if Donald Trump plans to reenact the TCJA, which also Democratic members of Congress also stated there were portions that they would like to continue because it's set to expire next year, that leads me to believe that Donald J. Trump's policies for enacting the TCJA would help grow the Americans' real wages significantly all over again during his next 4 years.
Okay,
which
so
we significantly need. We need this.
It's interesting how like I let you finish and you still didn't fucking answer my question. That's why I interrupted you and you were like, "No, I'm going to get there," and you still didn't get there. That's why.
Ask me why would I
no,
vote for
shut.
Trump?
Please be quiet. I interrupted you because I knew you weren't going to address my fucking point, and I was right.
Okay.
So again, under this logic, I don't under Biden. You saw like a massive, significantly more fiscal legislation passed under Joe Biden, and you're acknowledging that the things like the inflation after C-19 were not his doing. So I would not draw, like, even if I agreed with your point for a second, I would not draw the same logical conclusion because I would say, well, I watched a president who got in under much more difficult circumstances in a much more divided Congress and passed much more substantial fiscal legislation that has objectively led to the greatest recovery from COVID on the face of the planet. Like, obviously, if you understand economics, you would probably agree that our economy right now, comparative to the rest of the world, are things like just our GDP growth, the strength of the dollar compared to places in Europe is exponential. So why I still don't understand why you would vote for Trump. Like you're so obsessed with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. What was wrong with all of the legislation Biden passed?
Yeah, so I'll tell you why. So according to various studies, right, we could look at the MIT Sloan School of Management, the Penn Wharton School of Business. We could look at the Harvard study. We could look at the Texas A&M study. Everybody puts our GDP being contributed to somewhere between 32 and I've seen as high as like 53% of overall GDP, right? So government spending makes up 32 to 52% of our GDP. Those are fake numbers. If the government is spending money to inflate our GDP, that does not give me, the American consumer, the faith and the confidence to know that this administration has done an impactful job to warrant another 4 years underneath a Democratic president.
So you think that our GDP outpacing the rest of the world is purely because we're printing prop money?
Chris, when our GDP is literally inflated and it is not real GDP,
so then
I have a problem with that.
And in terms of like the other bills that he passed that like Donald Trump said he would but didn't, things like the largest investment in infrastructure since Eisenhower, with the CHIPS Act, the large investment in climate change, things like that.
Yeah. So again, Chris,
yeah. So
the numbers are inflated.
I understand. I already said I understand the point. I already said I understand the point you're making. I'm asking you, like when Donald Trump said things like we're going to, pass a giant infrastructure bill in 2 weeks, and he never showed up with the bill. Like, do you credit Joe Biden for like some of those expensive bills that will like obviously have a dramatic effect on the efficiency of our country, for example, in 20 years?
I mean, sure. What evidence would you have to support that it would have an impactful enough boom on our economy?
I think in a more abstract like way, for a second, logically thinking, like again, like the American infrastructure is like some of the worst in the developed world, and we desperately needed to invest in it. And I think that, like, for example, $9.8 billion for high speed rail, I think would just in general make our country more efficient, could raise consumer confidence, could have effects outward reaching, obviously past the economy, but also like you have to have jobs. The places like Georgia, I lived in Georgia forever. We have our largest investment in infrastructure from the federal government ever, and a lot of states are like that. There's people that have to build those roads, do those things, so I think that it's pretty logical to say that, like, I'm watching like a president who's got America in mind in 30 years, as opposed to Donald Trump, who you're like obsessing over the single piece of legislation he passed when he had a less divided Congress and a much less divided time in American history. It seems like he can't get anything done. I would have wished he got all the other things done that he said he was going to get done. Like
yeah.
any infrastructure.
So I see what you're saying, right, Chris? Like I totally understand that, but you know, if you still want to use that like CFRB as a source, underneath Donald Trump, he had way more bipartisan support than Donald Trump had more bipartisan support.
You're not addressing the point I just made. Like why?
Okay, so
why
Chris, when you look at it from a qualitative lens, of course, you feel like you need high railroad system. You feel like you need infrastructures to repair collapsed potholes, et cetera, right? I feel as though the private sector needs a tax cut to employ new innovation. They need tax cuts in order to hire more people, to have more of a labor force that is robust, right? So we're going to, of course, see it from two different lenses. But what we can't see from two different lenses is the objective data that is being showcased. That because of Donald Trump, real median personal income has gone up.
So again, like I get that. We've talked about that for like
bring up Isaiah if you want.
We've talked about that for like 40 fucking minutes. Yeah, I got that. And again, like I obviously like investing in infrastructure has like a lot more to do.
3v1,
bro.
Go.
Obviously,
I'm not talking.
Yeah, I'm not going to speak either. But obviously, like again, like investing in infrastructure is like the potholes are like the least of the concern, and has like more to do with the fact that like most of our, you know, where we get our power from, for example, are like where cities, power lines, generators, etc., had like a 80-year lifespan when they were built, and it's been like 100 years. So like at any given moment, we could have like massive blackouts and all these other things that like you could not possibly conceptualize because you're a freak weirdo who only knows about the, you know, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna talk.
Slayer. I'm honestly surprised, Slayer, that you're still running.
You have to
no, wait, don't mute him. Don't mute him, Slayer. I'm surprised you're still running with this argument because I cooked you with it not so long ago.
Okay, so
why are you still running on this, Slayer?
Let's debate it again.
Because you know it doesn't make any sense and it's disingenuous. Why?
Isaiah, so Chris came up here and wanted me to discuss two different perspectives on how significant legislation like the infrastructure bill could do well for the American people. But yet we don't have objective data to showcase how that actually benefit Americans in the long run.
How is that not?
Because we cannot see it through the wages of the American people.
Well, because that's a false argument. Why? Number one,
a false argument.
Let's talk about it. Number one, private sector investment to build new manufacturing in this country is 3 times higher than what it was under Donald Trump. That's a fact. Number two, if you want to talk about real wage growth, you're not talking
after the injection of the CHIPS Act, which was private investment.
That literally proves my point.
That was private investment money from the CHIPS Act.
Slayer. What I told you was, and what the graph showed, is that when you do targeted incentives, that is what creates investment. What you believe in is something for nothing tax cuts, believing that if you cut corporate taxes for those at the very top, that spurs investment. That did not happen with the TCJA. They did not invest at the same level in which they were before. Then they are, now that they have the Chips and Science Act, they're investing more. Why? Because they can get a tax incentive when they do things like investing in America and building in America. That's why. That's why the own chart that the libertarian literally showed himself proved that in the argument. Let's talk about the next thing you talked about. You talked about real wages and inflation. You're also not talking about the fact that wages did increase, but so did inflation. And same thing is when you went and passed the TCJA, inflation almost doubled. And when wages went up, it ate up some of that effect. And then you're starting to talk about what happened after the pandemic. Well, when you have a pandemic in place and you have a lot of stimulus put into the economy as a result of that, wages rise as a result. And when inflation goes up, there's more product that goes up. Obviously, that's what's going to raise wages as well. Slayer, you got to just be serious here. And you know that this is disingenuous because when you don't compare that to inflation, it absolutely is disingenuous and you know it. You're too smart for that.
Okay, so Isaiah, like you mentioned, right? 2019, right? This is the peak of real wages in America, right? 42,530. You made the claim that inflation was also going up during that time. Here is inflation in 2019, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that is literally showing inflation is going down month over month in 2019.
Slayer.
Please, Isaiah.
Slayer. The whole reason, Slayer, because absolutely, because the point that you're talking about, Slayer,
trickle down economic works.
You're not listening. That's why you're over talking me, Slayer. That's why you're over talking me. Because Slayer, what I did tell you and what I told you yesterday is because the wage growth that we saw was very on par with what we had been seeing repeatedly and initially. But ultimately, the whole reason is if you're trying to say that wage growth went down, and that's when I came in here. I came in here when you were saying that wage growth under Joe Biden has absolutely gone down. And as a result of it, you're not factoring in the inflationary pressures that have come as a result. And you know that. You're not factoring that in.
I absolutely did. Because Chris asked me that question earlier, and he was like, well, you can't fault Joe Biden for that. Here he also asked me, and I acknowledged it. You know I'm a truthful guy, Isaiah. You know that.
So then if you acknowledge that inflation obviously was not Joe Biden's fault because it was the result of $4 trillion printed into the economy under 2 presidents, then how could you possibly make that argument that it's his fault? I mean,
Right.
what?
So Isaiah, this is where I was going back before when like I originally got up here and they said I'm economically illiterate. When we're looking at it from two different perspectives, right? Democrats use demand side economics. Republicans use supply side economics. You guys believe that by injecting money into our economy via big spending bills and legislation, that it's going to somehow contribute to the overall job growth and the overall boom of the economy, which is just not the case. Underneath Donald Trump, we see that the opposite occurred. Using supply side
That literally is the case, though. And here's why. And because it's the same argument I told you yesterday. Okay, it's because ultimately the whole reason why, right? We remember history. The whole reason why the TCJA was passed was because Trump was going into the factory towns across America that had been forgotten. You know that. And he said that this bill was going to get these companies to invest to build these long-term manufacturing facilities that are going to be here in America, that are going to be able to employ people in America. That's what the whole reason of it was that ultimately we're going to create these new industries, and because of that, new revenues are going to be created, which was ultimately going to be what raised wages. That never happened. Those companies never invested. They absolutely made more profit. They got the 40% off their corporate taxes. They made more money. They did the stock buybacks, but they were not investing to build these private sector facilities. Why? Because their priority is to boost their profits, not actually to go and spur development. So here's where we came in. We said, look, if you're going to get a tax cut, we will support that right, but we're going to make sure that it's for creating jobs in America, for creating facilities in America, and hiring American workers. And that's why when you put these incentives in place, you're incentivizing companies to invest. And that's why they took our investment, they took the incentives, and then they used that to build these facilities. Now, you're going to then ask, now, why hasn't that had much of an impact on the wages? Why? Because they haven't been finished yet. It takes years for these facilities to be built. And over the next few years, you're going to be seeing the ribbons being cut. You're going to be seeing Americans getting employed. And it's because of the legislation that Joe Biden signed into law during this administration. And you know this. And the thing is, you know this, Slayer.
Okay, so Isaiah, again, I have acknowledged your point. Here is objective reality. Again, objective reality says the data proving real median income was higher underneath Donald Trump than Joe Biden. Your perspective, which I am not disputing, which I feel like we keep having two different arguments here, is that you're telling me that the legislation Joe Biden passed was important. Cool, I'll acknowledge that for your perspective. What I cannot acknowledge is that it has paid off, showcasing why Democrats should get another 4 years in office. That is all. That is where we are going to either agree or disagree.
Slayer, who was better at creating investment to build these facilities? Which presidency?
Again, Isaiah, when did... Okay, also, that was a notification, so I'm going to have to, like, dip in, like, a few minutes.
Oh!
All right, well, I thought he was gonna say I have to dip, and then I kind of like hit leave. I kind of kicked him, but he can come back up when he's like ready. I just kind of jumped the gun because I was like, I'm getting I'm getting tired of this conversation. Isaiah, I'm sorry. How you doing though?
I'm doing good, bro. I've debated Slayer a bunch, bro. And the thing about Slayer, you know, he's a smart guy, but he's very deceptive and he's very slippery. So it's like when you debate Slayer, man, you just gotta bulldoze that, bro, man.
He's got a bulldoze. All right, well, listen, Isaiah, it's always a pleasure, man. Let me drop you down and get one or two more people up before Harry has to go. And we should like hop on a panel soon.
Let's do it, bro. All right, y'all. I'll see you
Isaiah,
guys.
much love, man.
All right, man.
I'm leaving now. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, man, ain't we?
I know. I'm so sorry. I have to go make videos and stuff.
Yeah, I should probably like go like be productive at some point. Well, I mean, I am being productive debating, but like I should like go make a YouTube video. Or what time is it? Oh shit, it's 5:22. Fuck, I should go live on Twitch.
Well, it's 5:22 East Coast. It's, here.
Yeah, East Coast. I know I'm on Central now. Shite down.
Shite down.
I love you, Harry.
All right, see you, man. It's been real.
All right, I gotta read my mind. Jesus Christ. We live in a society. Oh, it's 4:22. Oh wait, no, it's 5:22. It's 4:22 Central. Jesus, I still go off Eastern time because I'm not a bum. Yo, Brianna, thank you so much for $2. This dude moved the goalpost 20 times. He keeps getting texts from FIFA asking him to stop. What? FIFA? Oh, move the goalpost. Oh, I get it. That was funny. That was good. I was kind of being dumb there. I appreciate you so much. W's in the chat. Tori, thank you so much for $2. You rock. I've developed a weird relationship with the Core 4 and only being able to get stuff done when you guys are live. Love you, Chris. Yo, you rock. Tori, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Gabby, can you host a meet and greet in Chicago? Maybe. You never know. I'm always kind of scared of people. People do strange things. People dox people, and it's just not a good time. But maybe. Gabby, I appreciate the $1. I appreciate you so much. If you ever see me around, say hi. You're the best. Ansley, I've been watching you for years, and I just want to say you're amazing, and I love you. Yo, that's so kind. $2. That means so fucking much. Thank you so much. Dan, thank you so much for $20 on Venmo for the education I never thought I'd receive. Holy shit, you're the goat. I appreciate you so much. Dan, thank you. Jordan, $2. Can you send me a Discord link when you get a chance? It always goes to my app store. Also, headphones in your mouth are straight seductive. What? Yo, you rock. W's Jordan. I appreciate you so much. Truly, $2. Yeah, I can send you the Discord link. If you try to maybe copy and paste it in a browser from the link tree. You agree, bro? What? How is that? I mean, I guess I don't know. I just fidget. Yo, Stanley, thanks again for $20. I appreciate you so much. Okay, should we go on to Twitch for a bit? Is that what we should do? My camera's like finally. Yo, Jordan, thank you for making a difference. Holy shit, $35 on Cash App. That goes a really long way, Jordan. Can I get a million W's for Jordan? Truly, I don't take that for granted. Thank you so much. Thank you so fucking much. I appreciate you. Juan, thank you so much for $5. W Stream, you never stop educating. Yo, you rock. Seriously, it goes a really long way. It's not stuff I take for granted. Christian, thank you so much for $1. Could you possibly explain the fake electors plot? Christian, yes, absolutely. I love talking about that. Give me 1 second. And Zach is a menace. Harry will for sure know him. $5. I appreciate you so much. Sorry it took me a minute to read that. But you fucking rock. Truly, thank you. Sandy, thanks so much for $1. Chris, I sent you the tweets on Discord privately. I appreciate you. I'll check them out. You fucking rock. And Mary, thank you so much for $2. Don't apologize, Mary. I'm very proud of you. W's Mary. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys so fucking much. Fake elector scheme. Yeah, Donald Trump sent fake electors to like 7 different swing states. Essentially, there's like a slate of electors, the Electoral College. So in Georgia, there's like a slate of electors. They go essentially to keep it very simple. They go in Georgia and they or in any given state. And they say, we're the rightful electors for the state of Georgia. We certify that Georgia voted for Donald Trump, voted for Joe Biden. So we want to, we're submitting to the Electoral College that Georgia went to Joe Biden. And Donald Trump sent a random group of people, alternative slates of electors, random groups of people to say, we're the rightful electors for Georgia. We certify that Georgia went to Donald Trump. Those people had fake fraudulent documents with them to say, hey, look at this. This is we're the real deal. And then a bunch of them are charged and, for trying to defraud the government. Very, very simple explanation. Anyways, you guys are all the best. I appreciate you. Should we do twitch.tv? We haven't gone live on Twitch in a bit. We can go live on Twitch for a bit. You guys want to go live on Twitch? All right, we're going to Twitch. Go to twitch.tv/Christy Mary. We're going to talk about some of the scheduling, what we're doing. Now that I finally kind of think I have my setup working. Twitch.tv/ Nice, Chris. Nice. Ow, Jesus Christ, my back. Why does my back hurt, chat? Why? Yeah. Twitch.tv/Christy Mowry. We'll go there for a bit. And and I'm probably post a YouTube video today and another TikTok. If you haven't checked out my most recent TikTok, it would mean a fucking lot. And yeah, I'm gonna be live on Twitch like all the fucking time, I think. So, though Twitch is kind of difficult sometimes. I don't know what to be doing on Twitch. I know a lot of thoughts trying to get people on the Twitch stream. So, I appreciate you all so much, truly. Allow. Oh, I have an OBS update. Well, hopefully that'll make it not break. Double tap the screen. Appreciate you, JB. I appreciate you. Bree, you're amazing. Marcelo, it's good to see you. Holy shit. You guys want to see the skyline real quick? Check this out. Chi-town, Chi-town. Chicago, Chi-town, 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 Chi-town. Chi-town, 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 Chi-town. Chi-town. What's going on over here, bro? So what's going on? Why is it not snowing though? It's I got very lucky here with this view. I can't fucking lie. Ooh. All right, we're going to Twitch. So much snow in Pennsylvania. Let's do it. Can I check PayPal? Yeah, I got you. Slayer is amazing. No, he seems annoying. Dog's not here, unfortunately. Yo, holy shit. Layla, thank you so much for $15 on PayPal. Can I get a million W's in the chat? Chris, hope Chicago is going amazing. We all appreciate it. What you do, Twitch stream soon? I'm getting on right now. I appreciate you so fucking much. Grace, thank you so much for $1. I appreciate you so much, Shirley, for your message. Thank you. Huge W's for Grace. You fucking rock. Oh my goodness. You guys all rock so much. And Christian from Norway, again, $50 on PayPal. Can I get a million W's for Christian in the chat? Thank you so much. From Norway, Europe watched the Trump press conference with absolute horror. The world needs people like you, Harry, Dean, and Parker. Never give up, please. Yo, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really goes a long way. You fucking rock. You fucking rock. Okay. Apply. Scene, face. Nice. There's just nothing going on here. Why is video capture device properties? Oh. Whoops. I don't have the right thing plugged in, chat. All right. I'm about to, though. I'm about to have the right thing plugged in, which is also good for the YouTube video later. I need to order a few more things for my apartment, though. There's just a couple things that I don't have that I really didn't forget, like anything. I did forget a few things. But it's okay. All right. Oh. All right. Double tap the screen, everyone. Thank you so much, everybody, for your incredible fucking support. It means the absolute world. Everyone in this fucking chat is amazing. Oh my God. Bro, the Twitch view, you guys are gonna love this shit on Twitch. This is sick. This is actually so fucking sick. Dude, this is sick as fuck. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be way better, bro. Oh, this is sick. This is fucking sick. The fucking skyline in the background on the Twitch stream. Oh! Dude, I almost just fucking ate. Oh my God. Ow. Ow. Oh my ow. That hurt. All right. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm live on Twitch and I'm live on YouTube. You can watch on either. Live on, but mainly like the main platform is Twitch, but I'm live there. So Twitch right now, twitch.tv. If you want to come check it out, you can. Cool. TikTok live on twitch.tv. Come check it out. All right. Twitch.tv, link in the bio. I already see people in the chat. We're going to move this camera just a little bit. Adjust here slightly. I think that's better. This is sick. All right. I'm going to twitch.tv. If you guys want to check me there, check it out there.